Welcome back, guys, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sundays with the Boys.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're available on all of your major streaming platforms. You name it, we on it.
And please, if you can, go ahead and make a small donation to our GoFundMe page, Sundays with the Boys. That way we can work on getting an intro for you guys and making this experience better for you all.
Once again, thanks for tuning in and hope you guys enjoyed the show. All right, guys, we're back again. We're live again. Sundays with the Boys, episode 18. I am one of your hosts. This is Chauncey.
This is Teddy.
This is Lucas.
This is Marcus.
We got Marcus back this
Again.
week.
I'm not saying we got Marcus back because that last time it jinxed us. So. Marcus is here.
I am here.
Sunday, the boys are all here for once.
Right.
Yeah.
The boys are available.
The boys
The
back
boys
in
are
town.
available.
Fikes.
And now we've got this herpetologist with us. He does not study herpes.
Charlie with the barley. You know who it is?
Knarly Charly.
Gnarly
We're not
Charly.
letting you name yourself.
Knarly Charly.
Gnarly Charly.
And we've got the
White Claw Assassin. That's
the White Claw assassin, Charlie's Badussi eater, Stacy with us.
Hey.
also known as Beetle Breakfast.
Beetle breakfast.
Do you actually eat beetles, or is it just vegetables? You got some more
they're
shit going
veggie
on?
beetles.
Well, beetle breakfast is from Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
They're
Winona Ryder's character, whenever Beetlejuice is trying to get her to say his name, he brings up like the carton of
No, I
orange
know,
juice
I
or whatever,
I was just trying to be smart.
and she says beetle drink.
She's-
Beetle breakfast.
Veggie to beetle. That's what it is.
Vegetable beetle.
No.
I thought that being is it just for the health benefits, or is it because of not the killing
for the gut.
killing animal things?
Yeah,
Because-
what's your origin story on being a vegetarian for 11 years?
Well, I'm from the Midwest, so like you
I don't think
see-
that's a fucking.
So you like
thing.
cheese curds?
Bit, hold
Right.
up. How you gonna cut me off though, bit? No, but like it's just because like I don't want to hurt animals, so that's it.
okay.
I don't want to be eating these poor little babies.
They are
How old are
cute
you?
as fuck.
But I'm 28.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
be fuck.
it's
so for 17 years of your life, you didn't give a fuck about them animals.
15. Yeah.
I'll be eating some chicken
My
breast.
parents wouldn't let me be a
No.
vegetarian. They were like, and I was kind of in sports for a little bit, so they were like,
I was just like you just can't say I'm from the Midwest, so like.
Well, okay, but like what I was saying about the Midwest is like because I'm from like central Illinois, you see like the dairy farms and stuff like that. Like you see conditions that these animals are living in, and that's like something that kind of like wakes you up to it. It's like people that are like, oh, well, I'll eat this pig, but like I can't go to a pig roast because I can't look it in the face type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
to pass.
So like,
you know?
I think that's pretty commendable and everything like that, but kind of just very shallow and
Is
at
it?
a point because like let's say a cow lived in a luxury apartment. Would that be better? Would you then eat that cow?
Well,
Because
I think
like
it's-
I feel like
because you're supposed to eat the rich.
So
I
one
get
thing-
it. I
I
see
feel
where
like
you're
that's
going.
So one thing about growing
Eat
up
the
Eat
rich.
off of the rich.
You eat the rich.
One thing about
Yeah.
growing up in the
Eating the
Midwest,
riches.
though, and I was gonna say this actually because
That's
when you
actually a
go
really
on
good
like tours to the farms, it's not like you need like permission or anything like that. They'll 100% show. They don't give a fuck. There's no censoring.
They don't give
it.
a shit.
They will show you that this one's gonna die. This one they're gonna put down and shit, and they show you the different uses of it. So it's like it's because to her she thinks they're cute.
No, it's not that. It's just
It's the big part of it, is it not? Like, it's like
I mean, it's
you
put,
love
like, the
you love
empathy
all
thing.
human life.
Yeah,
You like
I can
love
respect
all
that.
animal life. Like
Yeah, but I mean, like,
except fuck plants.
Well, do you have,
Yeah,
do
fuck
you have a
plants.
tier list though? Like, is it like absolutely nothing, or like would you eat crickets or something along those lines?
I don't
Right,
know.
ants.
Does
It doesn't sound appealing, to be honest with you.
Ants
So-
taste like
Ants are
peanuts.
pretty good,
Really?
yeah,
Ants taste like peanuts.
Well,
They
seeing
actually
how
do.
kale is ass, I feel like
Kale is not good for you anyway.
I
Or too
like
much
kale.
I can't stand kale.
But I usually like cook it with butter and like, put seasoning on it and stuff.
So you
like,
do
I
still
don't know,
use butter?
like,
Here's the
yeah.
Not like actual butter, or just like a vegan butter.
Well, she's
No,
not
real
vegan. She's
butter.
vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian. And like here's the thing is like
Wow.
I know that like the dairy industry is just as bad as the meat industry, and it sucks too because like buying your produce and things like that, like there are negative impacts to the environment to farm vegetables. You know, people are like tearing down the Amazon and tearing down
seen the
like
Amazon
places
lately?
like that. No, I haven't.
Do not
Dude,
look
they've
that
got
shit
stores
up.
everywhere. They're doing perfectly fine.
I'm talking about the Amazon rainforest.
The Amazon forest is great.
Oh my
Hey,
god!
look
But
up
they're-
the Amazon rainforest now, Marcus.
They're taking away, you know, like all of these habitats for these animals.
Is it
So-
because the habitat humanity already got too big?
Yeah, that's what it is.
There's no habitat for humanimals.
Yeah, no, they open too many resale shops. You know?
Too many retail shops in the rainforest.
Yeah.
There's a Trader Joe's down
There's
the
a
street.
fucking urban outfitters
God.
down there.
They got a pottery
If
barn.
they had a Trader Joe's,
Gentrifying our fucking Amazon. Like,
if they had a Trader Joe's in the Amazon,
I heard they got it on Prime. Like,
no, they get a Trader Joe's in Amazon to drinking anaconda milk and shit. Like,
my anaconda don't want none.
Unless you got milk, huh?
Got milk.
isn't that shit sad as fuck, Marcus?
Yo, I say milk. I don't say milk. I say milk.
Oh, you say it with an E?
Yeah, I
Kinda
hate it.
looks,
Like,
What do you call
That
grilled cheese?
Midwest thing.
That's what Oh, go ahead.
It's starting to look a little bit like Nevada.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's crazy.
For real.
And
That's what I'm saying.
you know what that means, though, right?
Oh my god.
That means Brazilian Vegas, and whatever happens in Brazilian Vegas stays in Brazilian Vegas,
And it's because
unless they
of,
export it out.
Scopolamine, bro. They're just gonna make you forget everything.
You know, Brazilian.
That's that shit that kid got fucking sniffed on and
Yeah, it does. That's why I'm like, please don't point at me.
and link no, because so there's this Chinese anime, and like this kid got abducted. They travel back in time through photos, and they're trying to solve the mystery. And like this little kid, he sniffed a ball, and then he went like brain dead. And I was like, that's that shit that they got down in Brazil, and it's scopolamine. Apparently, is the name that I was looking for.
Oh my god. No.
So, another thing that's interesting, you are a vegetarian, but your partner is not. So, does that create challenges for you to cook for him?
He can't be vegetarian because he eats ass.
he can't.
I
That ass has a lot of meat on it.
she's
I tell her that all the time. Me and Aisha both tell Stacy about how nice her ass is on a regular basis.
Stop objectifying her.
We're not objectifying her.
I know.
I'm not
Got a
like.
dump truck. I'm trying to get this
Technically,
CDL
you're objectifying
to carry
her,
this
No,
but-
dump
I'm not
truck.
objectifying. It's not like
CDL.
objectifying her would be like, Charlie, don't forget to bring that sweet ass with you when you come.
You're right.
You know,
You're right.
the girl you bring in, that she shows up and her ass shows up 5 minutes later because of how double she does it. Like, I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, yo, appreciation for the yams. And I don't even like yams. Like, Aisha loves it. Don't fucking get it twisted. Aisha is straight, but she confuses me
She has
sometimes.
gay tendencies.
Bro,
Yeah,
100%.
she does.
Like, she slapped Stacy's ass. I couldn't even help myself. Like that.
All it is just good things are good.
Yeah,
It's the
Right.
same
Things
thing
are
that
good.
goes with music. Like bars are bars, ass is ass.
Bars are bars, no matter what language it's in.
As
But yeah, no, like, so seeing how, all ass eating jokes aside, like you,
That's the part
I've
we want to
seen-
put aside.
I've seen the things that you've made for him, and it's like it's intriguing for you to do that because they're delicious, but you don't taste them at all, obviously.
No, but
Is,
like,
is it challenging for you?
so like when I don't know, when I first became a vegetarian, and then like later on when I was in college, things like that, I refused to cook meat, you know, things like that. If my partner happened to be eating meat, then they can, you know, get it for themselves, things like that. And then I would just cook primarily, you know, things that I could eat, and if they like to eat it, then, you know, we'll share. And if not, like, you're shit out of luck. But, you know, like,
Eventually, you got the bamboo shoot out of your ass.
yeah, but I mean, it's not so bad. I know that, like, with the amount of outside work and things like that, he kind of needs to have like that protein and things like that, and it's not necessarily something that I need in my diet because I live like a pretty sedentary life.
How am I supposed to get big and strong?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this right the fuck now. You
Snack
get
Yeah.
cakes.
big and strong by getting clanging and banging.
clanging.
His eyes, you guys can't see this, but his eyes were so serious when he said clanging and banging.
You live by the iron will of the gym.
I think it's
the
just
church is swole if you must.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a blacksmith.
The Swoley Bible.
Clang and bang.
Swole Bible.
Slowly Bible.
I've been possessed by the swolly ghost.
I need to go back. I want to go back to the gym so bad. I've been having those days where like my arm is hurt. I'm like, man, I just need to work out. Like before, I used to be the type of person like I can't go to the gym. This shit hurts.
Yeah.
And then like now I'm like, man, this shit hurts. I gotta go to the gym and work this shit the fuck out. Like, dead ass. Cause like, oh man, let me get back to being swole, bro. I'm look like Terry Crews. That's the goal. It's unnecessarily big.
For sure.
No, I just kind of want to be toned.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like I know that there is really no lesser evil when it comes to capitalism and shit like that, and like me not cooking meat or eating meat, like that's not going to really make that much of an impact on the meat industry as a whole, so it's
that's the big
it's
thing
kind
these
of
days.
like after so many years of like being a vegetarian, like not really feeling like you've made much of an impact, like things like that. So for me, like, I don't want to eat meat for my own personal reasons, but I'm not going to stop somebody else from it. And,
you're not that type of person. It's like you're not trying to change the world through your dietary habits. It's just like,
well, because I can't. So
I mean,
if I could be that bossy, maybe, but I don't have.
You're gonna keep doing this, Marcus. We're gonna have to go on a date without our girlfriends.
They over here touching hands.
Right.
It's accident. Like I just resigned myself to it. Like I was like, you know what? I don't give a
Because
fuck.
they're man spreading right now.
Oh my god.
They gotta have the arms
really.
across the entire back.
We can fit a third person in between us comfortably, and that's hard to do with me and Marcus. Me and Marcus are broad-shouldered as fuck.
It's like when you're on the airplane or whatever, and you have like the one armrest or whatever, and you have to like make sure that you're the person that gets the armrest, or else you're gonna be like this the whole time with my arms like in.
How I feel about movie theaters too.
Really?
That's why I like flying at night more than flying during the day. Because when I fly at night, I don't have to fight with fucking people.
Is it less busy at night?
It's just like the flights when people aren't as energetic.
The ambiance.
Yeah. They're not as competitive, so I can be on my A game. Like
People aren't as like during the day. People are like stressed out, hurt.
They're already asleep.
At night, they don't give a fuck, bro.
True.
So I love flying at night.
They know they just finna hop on this plane, sleep for a few hours, and they're gonna be right off that bit.
All right.
Oh,
True.
speaking of which,
That's what I plan on doing.
So for the February, because we were talking
Have you
about
ever even been on a plane?
No, that's what I plan on doing.
Oh,
It sucks.
so
Do this trash.
you know how we were talking
That
about.
bad.
The air's stagnant.
Sorry.
The kids are yelling.
Okay. You know how we were talking about the road trip thing?
Yeah.
I think that we should do that for when I go up there, like to move up there.
Okay.
And as opposed to doing it, because there's too many moving parts to do it in July.
Where's moving up there? The people
Chicago.
don't know.
Chicago, by the way.
Chicago.
Moving to Chicago.
Chicago.
My girlfriend's moving.
Also, the derogatory term known as Shaw Iraq.
Yeah, my girl's moving July 24th, and I'm moving up there in February.
Thank you, David Attenborough, for that reference.
So
Chicago.
that's what we're doing. So,
The infamous place.
we're talking about doing a road trip
where Kanye,
instead of flying up there.
Chief Keef,
Ooh, that'd be
all
cool.
resided.
I love road trips.
Oh, okay. You resided. All right.
Road trips
I thought
are
Chief
fine.
Keef was from Florida.
Like I like road trips like a motherfucker. Chief Keef is from Chicago.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, cool. All right. So we're gonna. I told him to shut up because we were having a side conversation. I was like, they're talking. That's what that was, and then he brought it back over to me.
no, you don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
This guy.
Finger wag
So,
is serious.
we're going at the end of this month for her to do like showings and shit, viewings for like places. And then she's gonna I'm gonna go with her in July to help her move, and I'm gonna stay with her for 3 weeks, come back for my birthday. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Hell yeah. That's exciting, dude.
Yeah.
So, I don't care about what you said. I mean, I care.
Wow.
Like I I get what you're saying about doing it in February or whatever like that.
What he
But-
meant was he doesn't care about when we go.
Yeah.
To clarify, he's not that much of a dick.
Like
Everybody else.
realistically, I was just saying yeah, sure, that sounds cool. For my birthday, I'm setting up my plans to go on a food tour.
That sounds lit.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
already
awesome.
down.
Like
So me and Chauncey have been watching what is it called, like Fried Crispy and fresh,
fried, fresh and crispy. Yeah.
fried fresh. Yeah, so it's got the dude Dame who did the old school Five Guys video. He's like,
Okay, yeah.
Dude.
but he's been going around doing that, and there's a lot of like dope places apparently just along the East Coast. So I think like, you know what I'm saying, like a 10-day long road trip of just going to like a whole bunch of different places, like going up into Georgia, like we can stop in at Atlanta, get some like dope food there. We can go to
You gotta get some haunted shit in Savannah.
Savannah is a place. Savannah is a place.
I'm bringing the advocates.
Yeah, bring the advocates for sure.
We're doing meth in Georgia.
Doing meth in Georgia.
Okay, so
I'm not doing that.
no. Okay.
That was like 5.
Math.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
like,
Advocates.
We'll do meth in Florida, Marcus.
I'm not doing
Is that
that.
like
Right up the
a...
street
I'm not
from
doing
meth.
meth here. I'm not doing meth there.
I will not eat them.
same concept. you got the right idea.
Meth in the chair. I do not want it in the air.
I do not want meth anywhere.
Guys, it's just an advocate.
Is that like
So-
a win in Rome situation?
So
Win
no,
in
when we
Georgia.
need to fucking-
It's stressed, depressed, and ready to do meth.
So ready to do math. So when we were going to fucking like on the road trip we took to go to Georgia.
This is like 5 Octobers ago.
This is 2016, I think. So that
like
is
5
16,
Octobers
17, right?
Yeah.
Like he's right. Is what I'm saying.
Weird way to say that. That's like, yeah, this was before school.
Because it was in October, so
We went to go see my boy Michael. He lives in Georgia with his wife and now his daughter Calliope. Shout out to Calliope.
Calliope.
Yeah, fire ass name. We so we drive as me,
like
Christian, Shelby,
Yeah, she was there.
Shelberto
Shelby.
was there, yeah.
and Mark and
Yup.
Charlie.
Yup.
So that's the whole trip. So we leave at like 11:30 at night. We get pulled over at 1:30. Because
Christian's cooking.
Christian is.
We're going
Dude.
so fast. It was like 95.
always.
Oh, okay. So whenever you said Christian was cooking, I thought that was like another
we
meth
were going back
reference.
to meth.
On the road,
In the
like,
Yup.
So-
Jesus Christ.
No, like that ass like Christian. He gets pulled over and Christian responds to the cop in only the way that Christian can. Because the cop walks up and the first question he asks him is, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And Christian's just like, "I was speeding."
Nice ass Christian.
And then he's like, so the dude like he gives him the ticket because he has to because of how fast Christian was going.
And it was like a construction zone. Too.
Yeah.
So I feel like we all could have gone to jail.
We were in Tallahassee, right?
We were somewhere in North Florida.
Yeah. The funny thing about it is we also had 11 joints with us. Like we had like hella weed with us. And it was like the cop just pulled us over. It's like, okay, guys, we
Almost got a half ounce there, guys.
and like I'm in the passenger seat and shit. I'm just like, okay.
Well.
It's like everyone's like, Lucas, shut up and let Christian talk. I'm like, I'm probably more eloquent than Christian, you know what I mean? But I let Christian handle it. So the cop let us go. Like,
You gotta let the white man handle it.
Christian.
I think he's also just the driver.
There was
so, like,
also 4 of us in the back seat
Yeah,
of it was a Hyundai
A
Elantra.
sedan.
Y'all
like,
were violating anyway.
yeah, 100%. So like we really could have gotten a lot of trouble. But like, so we're leaving and like when we get past all this other shit, we were quiet for like an hour and a half because we were waiting for Christian to say something because he was pissed. So it's like when he finally said something, I'm like, damn, Christian, I'm so sorry, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we'll help pay him. Like, I ain't helping you do shit. You know, I told your ass to speed. But we're talking about doing like, you know, the episode of SpongeBob where they had the Krusty Krab open at night. And it was like, hey, we're gonna do this in Georgia. Like, so math. I said math, and they was like, you said math. I'm like math. Like math. I can't wait to go to Georgia to do math in Georgia.
I'm just like, I don't like meth or math, so I'm not
fucking
fucking
out.
with that.
Not doing either.
I downloaded an Abacus app onto my phone, and I was playing with the shit while we were in Georgia. So the whole time we were going there, like Michael asked me, one, we got no sleep. We did not go to
No.
bed at all.
Probably like 5 hours that whole trip.
Yeah, we
Like 3 days.
Yeah, we were there for 5 hours. Dead ass. Like we got in, they ordered food. I think I fell asleep while they went to Cheddar's or Crystals because I fucking hate that place. I didn't want anything from there. But
It's
we,
like White Castle, so that's why.
I also hate White Castle.
That's why
I never had white.
that shit
never had
tastes
white
freezer burnt.
It does taste freezer burnt.
I don't know. I feel like that's
shit
the
tastes good.
that exactly. That's
I like it.
that's why we go. It's fast.
It's
like
really
it. You know it came out the freezer.
Really good, like
cheap.
I could eat 19 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
you could get a bulk for like
I just ate the
$10.
chicken.
The chicken ones are
I
good
didn't
too.
know they had chicken.
They do have chicken ones,
The
but it
chicken
still
ones are
doesn't
good.
really do much better to it. Like it's like I just
don't like the meat just because, like how Stacy said, it just tastes like freezer. Like
It doesn't
really
taste.
does.
I haven't
the
had
best.
it in
I
so
would say
long though.
that.
Yeah,
I was like 14. Like
Yeah.
Don't go to White
Strong.
Castle.
I went
if you
with
want quality.
Quinn on a Valentine's date one day to
Ooh.
Crystal's. Like it was just weird. It just happened to be Valentine's Day, but like it was me and him spending the day together. Like we went to the mall and everything like that, and then it just ended up at Crystal's, and like they had like inside Crystal's was like Valentine's Day decorated, and was like
Valentine's.
bring your fucking
Henchman to
Valentine's
work
Day
there.
here. And so it's just like, wow, we ended up dead ass having a Valentine's date
that's
and
cute.
eating like
How nice.
6 sliders.
I just can't do it.
Sliders.
But no, that's what the whole math in Georgia.
You gotta
thing
get those
is.
numbers up.
I have an advocate to this day.
Those are rookie numbers.
Need double digits over here, man.
Shelby bought me an abacus because of that, so I have an abacus still. Just so I
That's
can
so
do math
funny.
in Georgia.
But anyways, yes, that's my plan for my birthday in October.
down.
You know,
Hell
is to
yeah,
take
bro.
like a 10-day road trip up to, I want to say probably at least like Boston or something like that.
When's your birthday?
Boston?
October
all the way to
17th.
October 17th.
Boston?
Yeah, like heading all the way up to like Boston, maybe
That's
even
a
like
whole 24-hour
Philly.
drive.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's 10 days.
I feel you. So we just doing stuff on the way as well.
Yeah,
I
pretty
feel
much.
you. Cause I'm sure, like, damn, bro, that's like 20 hours, bro.
You gotta break it up.
That's a lot of driving.
That's a lot of driving. I know we
That's why-
rotating, but God,
Yeah, exactly,
Definitely
we're
get a
rotating.
rental.
right?
Oh, but yeah,
definitely.
getting a
we
rental.
put
I was
miles
thinking
on
of van.
somebody's winning our house, man. Like,
Definitely get a rental.
I was thinking about getting like a rental van,
Yeah.
and that way we could do the podcast on the road as
That'd
well,
kinda
because
like-
we're probably
That would
gonna
be
do like
sick.
2
Yeah.
Sundays.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or we
Leave
can
on
like
a
set up
Saturday.
somewhere. Set
Yeah.
up somewhere and do it that way.
I don't know. We might be able to interview some truck stop hookers or something like that.
I don't want to do that.
A lot.
I don't want to do that at all. I am so okay. I'm not. Tyler made that sound so unappealing.
It's just not gonna be free.
The lot lizards.
Yeah, no, you.
Oh, the
the interview. Oh, come on, man.
You can't get
You
that.
were here, then you just weren't here
He
anymore.
always does that.
Facts.
He always does that.
He does.
Fuck for his birthday and shit, we were all hanging out. Gabby did the shit. That shit fucked my head up because she just 100% was gone for the conversation. Like, where were you at? Like, we just gave him shit for not being here, and you were gone.
Right.
It was like getting kidnapped and shit.
Your mom wants to go to Orlando for Crystal Burgers.
Crystal Burgers is right there on Hillsboro. It's
Yeah,
like
we only gotta go to
20 minutes away.
Hillsboro.
You talking
That's
about
just-
White Castle?
Yeah,
they got a White Castle in Orlando now.
Yeah.
No, I want to go to Jacksonville for what the fuck is it? Whataburger.
Yes.
I want to go to Jacksonville, and so
Yes,
like
yes.
Jacksonville is like on the way into Georgia and shit like that, so you can hit there.
So what's up, man? Let's go right now. 3 hours.
Didn't we just get a Shake Shack?
Shake Shack is camping now, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking going.
Really? Why?
I'm not going for at least like 3 months.
Oh,
Dead
true.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause-
yeah.
Letting
we're
that
never gonna
fucking
get in there.
bullshit
Do
hype
you
die
remember
down.
how it was when Wawa opened?
Right.
freaking out.
I still, I get it.
I don't think I was here when Wawa first came out. Like,
Wawa still.
How long
you were
have you
here.
been here? You were 100% were
You
here.
were here for a living.
We just got
Food when
one.
they
We just
first
got that
opened,
shit. They really
Well,
gave
like
up on the mac and cheese.
2016.
Yeah, they
No,
had
they
a pizza
didn't.
that was bomb too. You know,
No, they didn't.
They
That
got
mac
rid
and
of
cheese is
that.
delicious.
The mac and cheese is fire.
The mac and cheese is
Disgusting.
From
so
what's about from
not
Wawa?
good,
from
yeah.
Wawa, you
Wawa.
have to get like the flavoring on it.
Oh, I
for
don't
it
get
to
regular
taste
mac
good.
and cheese.
The
I get like
regular
buffalo,
mac and cheese is fucking
buffalo
gross.
chicken
oh
mac
yeah,
and cheese.
But
but
the-
like even then, it's still just not.
Chicken cheesesteak mac and cheese.
Listen, this is nothing against Wawa, but bring back the good mac and cheese.
My favorite mac and cheese is from Sweet Tomato. Sweet Tomato has a fire mac, bro. That
Really?
shit-
She makes some good.
They got
ass
like a
mac
smoked
and
white
cheese.
cheddar Gouda.
And it's not like some weird like.
I was just saying, fuck me because I like the regular mac and cheese.
Yeah, fuck you. You got bad taste.
Right.
Well, that's
I'm
the-
sorry, I brought it back.
So we have to actually
Well, to be
address
fair,
this.
I get it with the chicken strips with barbecue sauce.
Oh,
and, you know what I'm
okay,
saying? Like
okay,
that
okay.
barbecue
Well, I
sauce
mean,
does
yeah,
take it up a
yeah.
notch.
That's the thing, though. You also a
That's
type
what
of person
I'm
to eat
saying.
for sustenance, not flavor.
You
So-
gotta put something on
I eat
it.
for whatever's better for my wallet.
That's true.
I'd be like, damn, I know at Wawa, like I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna feel good for like 5 hours off of $5.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the only
that's
reason why I go
true.
to Taco Bell still. still. You know what I'm saying? I get like 3 fucking burritos for like $5.
Dude, I swear by
That's why I
Taco
go to
Bell
Wendy's.
still.
Get that $5 big
No,
bag.
you're not going to Wendy's.
My poor
I
intestines.
did go to.
I'm not going with you. That's what I'm saying.
Hey man, I found one Wendy's.
Every time we go together, something
As
bad
long as
happens.
you make the order simple, they'll get it right.
Like,
Facts. That's why it's, let me get that $5 biggie bag. That's it.
Ain't gonna tell all they ask me, what's your drink, what's your sauce? Can't
All I
fuck
asked
it up.
for is two
I had to-
orders of chicken nuggets and a fucking junior bacon cheeseburger.
well, that's
Make it
not.
no easier than
Yeah,
that.
that
No,
used to
they
be
can
on-
fuck it up with the chicken nuggets though.
They fucked it up with the French fries. He got burnt cold French fries one time, and he was super
What?
pissed.
Did they at least put?
Yeah, they was burnt as fuck, but they had been sitting there for a while. I got them bitches like, what the fuck is this?
Were they even salted? I feel like the one right by our house, like they never put fucking
They
salt
never
on
use
it.
salt.
Yeah, they rarely.
I finally
Yeah.
had Chick-fil-A again after not eating it for years, and guys, I'm not impressed.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's always
Stop with that
like it's
homophobic
never
chicken.
anything.
It was
great.
actually-
like, it's not
However,
even that good.
Go to
breakfast
Popeyes,
chicken
ho.
sandwich with grape jelly is fire.
But a breakfast
Speaking of-
chicken sandwich with jelly is fire regardless.
Anywhere, I know.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So
Unless you get it from Wendy's, because Wendy's breakfast is trash. I
Really?
will say that much. Like they got a honey butter
It's-
biscuit.
it's okay.
It's
Or a
okay,
honey butter
it's just-
chicken biscuit, but like
You just say
like,
it's too
Too expensive
said
for
he
how
just-
small it is.
Right.
That shit is super small and it's like $5.
It is,
Yeah.
and like they be burning the fuck out of the chicken. I've gone to like 5 different Wendy's
Oh, yeah?
now, and they keep burning the fuck out of the chicken.
See, no, I haven't had that experience, but Popeyes, that chicken sandwich, the first time I ever had it was bomb as fuck. Ever since then,
it'll never
every
be that
time I
bomb.
get it, it's just a big ass crispy chunk of skin.
It's like
is
it's like
me. It's just
it's
skin.
like meth. You're always trying to chase that first high.
Right.
I was kind of going with that, but that's why I don't want to do DMT ever again. Like, it's never gonna hit the same, and I don't want to lose that feeling.
So
Nah, man, you just gotta take more.
also, I went to
That's how addictions work, Chauncey.
I went
Can't get addicted to
McDonald's.
demons.
With the eyes wide. I've never seen your eyes that wide.
Chauncey's like, you can't get addicted to DMT. It's just like you can't get
I
addicted
don't
to
know what it
weed.
was.
You can get
I ordered
addicted to weed.
McChicken.
Okay,
I
you
ordered
can.
2
All right, cool.
McChickens and it was-
You can
said
get
you can.
addicted to anything.
Like,
Yeah.
just for just my wallet. And
Well,
these
yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah,
gave
you-
me
you can.
the 2 premium chickens, like breasts. But for McChicken prices, I'm just like, I'm not gonna ask them shit.
Nah,
Like,
I
I'm
didn't say shit.
leaving
Alright, word,
because there's also the same place that gave. Like, I paid for McChickens and all they gave me was mayo, bread, and bacon. So,
Bro, I'd have
The
been so
disrespect.
hot.
bro, the worst
It's
part
so
about
hot.
that shit was
That's
I
why-
waited in that drive-through for over an hour.
That's why people jump through the drive-through window.
Yeah.
that's why people.
That's
do
how
it.
you get your ass beat 100%. Bro,
Bro.
I was so annoyed. But yeah, like I was telling him, like, I went to McDonald's, they gave me fucking like the premium chicken, like breasts, for McChicken price. My
Nice.
son's like, yes, on the fucking come up. I also found out something out recently. I can't support Sabra no more
Why?
because their parent company supports the whole Israeli shit. What's going on in Israel? Like they're pro-Israeli.
Ugh.
What is?
Sabra's the hummus.
Oh,
Yeah.
who'd have
they're-
thought?
That pine nut hummus smacks though. Like it's so
The
good.
buffalo hummus
like-
is
Is
fine.
there any
Buffalo
other?
hummus is not from Sabra though.
Yes, they had a variant of it there.
Aldi's has pretty good hummus. Like, they
Aldi's?
Yeah, Aldi, bro. Like they have a
Your girlfriend's bougie. Get over it.
no, it's cheap as fuck.
Aldi's
That's
is not
You-
bougie.
Aldi-
But
Aldi
you
is
gotta put a
poor
quarter
people's
into
food,
the
like-
fucking shopping
That's what I'm
cart,
saying.
right?
it's the same quarter for the rest of your life.
Food.
You keep that same quarter for the rest of your life.
Facts. You gotta hold on to that bitch.
Aldi and Save A Lot, but Save A Lot always has shitty produce, so you always went to Aldi.
I don't know
But
about y'all.
Yeah.
My mom did not do that.
they had
So-
they
Yeah,
have
no, we were at
cilantro.
Save a Lot.
They have cilantro jalapeno hummus though, and it's like $2 for this big ass tub. So good.
If you don't like Sabra and you don't want to support the pro-Israeli movement, you can go to get Lantana, and they have a wonderful buffalo hummus dip.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
Me and Chauncey were hooked on that shit for like 3 months.
Was that
Really?
a plug-in for an ad?
where that?
No,
Lantana, hello.
Hello, sponsor us.
That's the one we get.
but yeah, that's the buffalo hummus dip that we get. And
Swipe
Nice.
up, link in bio.
right, use code Sundays Never Felt Better for 10% off. feel bad for anybody who tries to do that.
Right.
It's the only
It
time
was
we're
a
gonna
joke.
get, like, fucking-
We're gonna get fucking comments like, "That's not even a place for a promo code."
The link's not working.
The link doesn't work, you son of a bitch.
It's only good for the first 3 customers.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
And now it's not good anymore.
Yep.
So we also haven't brought this up yet. We did mention you and your proclivity for herpes. You like snakes.
Okay, herpetology has nothing to do with herpes. It's the
that sound
study
like someone
of
with-
reptiles and amphibians.
That sounds like something that someone with herpes would do.
You don't have to be ashamed. It's okay.
Right,
You're in a
it's okay.
safe space.
Right. Everybody has it.
All right.
Everybody does have herpes.
So snakes.
Herpes simplex.
Everybody has, herpes simplex.
That's crazy.
It's automatically in your body.
That's insane.
You've had chickenpox, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
You got herpes.
Bad chicken
I never had
pox like 3
chickenpox.
times.
You're
never
gonna
had
probably
chickenpox
die
either,
when you're
but-
53.
Yeah,
Unless
probably.
you were vaccinated.
I was vaccinated as
then
well,
he's
though.
great.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot they came
Yeah,
out with
that
vaccines.
happens. You know? Just like
Sometimes,
We don't have polio because of this.
sometimes it
Waxed
reactivates,
and
guys.
waxed, baby.
it reactivates, but you don't. If you
say
got
waxed
vaccinated,
and
you never had
vaxxed?
it.
Waxed
Well,
and waxed.
They know I was vaccinated
Waxed and
against
waxed?
chickenpox.
Oh my god, that
Waxed
too.
and waxed.
And
But
I
you had
should-
chickenpox originally,
yeah, when I was a kid, I had chickenpox.
and then you got vaccinated.
Yeah.
but it was already in your body, so it was null
I
and
feel like the
void.
vaccination should have stopped that.
No, it's a double negative. You know what I'm saying? So they cancel each other out. So now
So-
he's back to being able to get chickenpox.
I can, yeah.
Sad.
That shit fucking sucked, bro. I'm
Yeah,
still.
Chickenpox
God.
is terrible.
No,
I don't
shingles
remember-
was
Oh,
terrible.
okay.
Those
nigga.
fucking
When I was a
oatmeal
kid,
baths?
So it wasn't that
Yeah,
bad.
same.
I have a
but I
scar
didn't
on my
like
eye
it.
from
Yeah.
I had to wear like 3
Jeez.
pairs of socks.
Jeez.
I got them like really bad on my feet.
Yeah, I never had them, but I was
Chickenpox.
vaxxed. I was vaxxed, so.
It's just mad at me because I kept picking up the scar on my eyebrow.
Yeah.
Stop picking.
Man.
See, we can fix it with this, man. It's gonna be alright. I don't really give a fuck.
Now there's a permanent birthmark there.
You can draw your brows
not a
on like
birthmark.
me.
I don't need to draw my eyebrows
skid
on. I
mark
actually
of
have
Buddha.
nice
Skid mark of
eyebrows.
Buddha, yeah.
No, I'm not saying that you don't.
No, it's fine. I literally have none. So it's like, I mean, I have them, but I'm blonde. So can't fucking see these shits.
Oh, you're blind?
Yeah, that too. That fucking too.
I'm gonna drive
Did
a
you
car.
see Isha's Prince tattoo?
Yeah, dude, it looks so good.
She's
How
like,
could she have seen it if she's blind?
oh
It's in Braille.
It's embroidered.
because I know that she's not blind like that.
No, yeah.
Aisha's blind like a motherfucker. She tells me that all the time.
I need to go get new glasses.
Embroidered.
That's actually
Yeah,
how I met Aisha.
scarification.
You know that?
Really?
Like picking up my new glasses, buying my new glasses. She was with my friend. I asked my friend to pick me up, and she was there. So
Cute.
yeah.
Aw,
That's
little love
way-
story.
You met her because you were buying glasses?
I met
I
her.
met him because he was blind. Yes.
I met her. She was with my friend. Like my friend Alina came to pick us up. Because me and her were going to try to hang out because we had game night that night, and so she was supposed to pick me up.
What game?
We were playing Smash.
Nice.
But she
So they smashed on the first night.
we did not. I am not perpetuating that whatsoever. But yeah, she's like, I got my
There's
friend
nothing wrong
with me.
with
She's gonna
that.
be cool.
Do whatever floats your goat.
Yeah,
Was that
man.
the same
Just
night
a
you
little
came
horny
over for?
manatee swimming in that Indian
Jesus.
river? Just
Where's
a
this
little-
Indian River? Oh, okay, that Indian River.
Oh my god.
She said, "Shut the fuck up." You were saying?
So was that the same night that you came over for movie night too? Was that the same game night, or was that a separate?
That
night
was a separate night.
Oh,
It was the day after. It was the day before.
Yeah,
like
the day after.
Yeah.
Okay, it was the day after. Okay.
Yeah, I invited her to movie day. First of all, I invited her to game night thinking she wasn't gonna go. Like,
Yeah.
just because that's my luck. And she actually ended up going. We had a good time. Like, she was my ride there. It was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
And
Because he doesn't have a car.
that's a big part of the reason. I don't think that was necessary to say.
You have to go to the
Low
bathroom
blow.
and clean the shit off of you.
Yeah, so she because like my ride, she asked me to get her weed. Like, she's like, not Aisha, but my friend Lynn. She's like, can you get me some
Yeah.
weed? I'm like, yeah, I got you.
Aisha was trying to get high
I
so she could get that little horny manatee. That little Indian river.
So I bought this girl weed. In my opinion, if you ask me to buy you weed and we're going to the same place, it'd be easier for you to just pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Because it was in Dunedin. It was an hour fucking
Oh
away.
shit.
Jesus.
And she
I'm not going that far for a game
she
night.
posted in the
not
game
that
in the messenger chat. She's like,
Like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't say that to a fucking
you're
dude who used to
speeding.
run permits. He don't give a fuck about this.
You know what I'm saying? It's 3 hours away. It's not that far. It's actually not that far.
But yeah, so like
skip.
she posted in our group chat, like my friend Alina posted in the group chat, she's like, "Hey, I'm here." And I looked outside and she was not here. I'm like, "Yo, Alina, where are you at?" She's like, "I'm at the house."
The wrong
Which
address.
one? She goes, "I'm at Isai's, my homies, who lives in Dunedin." I'm like, "Alina, you're supposed to pick me up."
Bitch, where you
I
at?
don't, I'm gonna come back and get you. She was gonna drive an hour back to come get me. Commendable. Then she's like, call me back like 15 minutes later, like, "Hey, I'm gonna see if Aisha will pick you up, but that's cool with her." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine with me. I don't really give a shit." Not having any.
This sounds kind of like a setup.
Right.
Well, no, because at the same time, like,
It was a blind date.
Right.
That potentially
Yeah.
turned into murder.
me and Aisha, like, we both agreed that when we first met each other, it felt like we knew each other for a while. She's like, "I love the fact that when I met you, it didn't feel like there was this random dude in the car. Because you're just so, like laid back and nonchalant and shit. So I like that a lot." So when we rode together, we were just talking about everything, goofing around. And we got to know each other over that 2-hour time frame. That drive there and drive back and shit.
Yeah.
I told her I rapped and she didn't believe me at first. And then I showed her a song. She's
The
like, "You
horny
actually did."
manatee plays off in the river as if he's just a calm-natured creature.
This is the worst part about this is, Marcus, I haven't told you this in person since. Yeah. I appreciate the fact that you don't think that about my relationship.
What?
All these niggas think that I do is fuck Aisha all day.
Oh.
That's not it.
Well,
They
not all
talk,
day because
they
she
hang
goes to
out.
work.
Right, we know obviously when she goes to work you're not fucking, but yeah.
But as soon as she
They
gets
think
home,
that
you
we-
just waddle on up.
She's
Just
not
that's
Water
a
the
manatee
horny manatee.
coming up to get a bite of her lettuce.
No, I said trying to take a little chunk out that sea lettuce, but
So when she tells you, so at what point is it gonna be too far? Like,
For us?
yes.
I don't know.
Good.
What point is it going to be too far
You
for
better ask.
y'all?
You better
She's
ask
not
her.
an object.
No, she's not.
And I
an
hate
Indian
that they
river.
do this.
Oh my god. She's not a place.
she's a body of water.
Aren't we all?
We all bodies of water.
70% water or whatever.
You got to be more Pacific than that.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be Arctic to you guys.
Oh my Atlantic.
Oh man,
Oh, my Atlantic.
Yeah. I'll be here all week. Oh.
it's hilarious. Yes,
Lucky she has a sense of humor.
yes.
Literally the first day that she met them, because like she met my friend Vic first, and then she met these two niggas.
Timps the river with his
always
mating
call-
dance.
David Attenborough. And then he brings his friends around.
I never
His
know Vic's name. Sorry,
fellow
Vic, if you're
gathers.
listening, but he's always hat guy.
Yeah, she calls him the
Don't
guy that had the
fucking
hat
remember
on.
his fucking name.
The horny manatee brings her back to his nest.
Stop doing
To
that.
meet the
What are you doing
It's
with
David Attenborough everywhere.
Fucking hands, bro.
the horny manatee.
I would appreciate it if these weren't comments made about my relationship.
Are these supposed to be flippers? It's doing like this hand movement.
It's like
The horny manatee.
it's like the anime girl with the
Right.
Cat ears.
yeah.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Timps the river
Fuck
with
him.
his jolly nature.
Look at this. I brought
He
you
brings them
something.
around his fellow manatees to see how she
What
will
is it?
react.
It's a
How she
cookie.
reacts around him.
So this
I made some
brownies.
homemade cookies.
Remove the fold.
He mainly sat in a corner
Are
and
these
talked shit about
special
his
brownies or
friend.
regular?
Yes, special cookies.
They're chocolate chip cookies.
Cookies, ho.
Homemade cookies.
Whispered sweet nothings into the river's
Wait, you just smoked?
ocean dips.
Don't be doing too much.
No, I'm not gonna open it because of how loud it is before.
Mother. So
Oh.
I have a few things that I want to ask Marcus.
We're gonna bring. Can I take one of these with me?
What? Yeah.
Marcus, just a few basic questions. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay. Your favorite color?
Black.
Okay.
No, green.
Okay. All right.
Black
Fair
is
enough.
up
Fair
there.
enough.
Yeah.
Black is the essence of all color,
Yeah,
brother.
Exactly. That's why I had to change
So
to
you
green.
like black because you like all colors, my brother.
Let him finish with it.
Green is
So
too general.
we're gonna dive a little bit deeper now. Do you remember the time that you accidentally ate a roach?
Yes.
Remember the time you spit in my face?
Wait, is that the same time?
Dang.
The story behind the roach is Marcus was in one of the rooms at the place that we lived in Ybor called the Orphanage.
The whole thing.
And he cleaned out the room so he can move in there, I believe.
Yeah, the concrete room. Right?
Yeah.
So wait, this is like a little bug?
Basically the garage.
You talking about a bug?
Yeah, it was basically the garage. Like the orientation of the house.
Okay, yeah,
it would have been the garage.
A bug. Yeah, the bug. I kept hearing mug.
No.
I kept hearing mug.
My bad.
But no, so he was in there cleaning and he found a roach crawling up the wall, and for some reason he hit it with a hammer.
That's the closest thing I had to smash it.
And so it worked, but then it squirted in his mouth.
Oh no.
Here's a little bit more about this.
Oh, man.
Marcus hates
I
roaches.
do. Yesterday I burnt one with an iron.
Jesus.
I was ironing my clothes and I seen that bitch. Said, nah, fuck that, and I burned that bitch.
That's on like 1,000 ways
I
to
don't
die.
like roaches.
Did you?
1,000 sons of scorched.
I didn't crush the roach. I just, and then you heard it sizzle.
Damn.
And I took it up and it was just like stabbing the fuck out.
Did you just go back to ironing your clothes though?
No, I wiped it down.
Okay,
I wiped the iron
good,
down.
good.
Yeah. No, I had a white
He wiped
shirt
the
on.
hot iron down.
All right.
I mean, yeah, with a wet rag.
Of course.
Next question I want to bring back from your memory. Or no, wait, before we get into that, the time that you spit in this man's face.
Oh, yeah, well, hold up. We were in the car, and I was in the front seat of the car, and this man had his head out the window like a dog.
It wasn't that far out the window.
I didn't know that.
I was resting my hand on the window,
Damn.
and like the wind's blowing in my face, and then Marcus is just like he's talking about it. He just spits, and as he spits, the next thing you hear right after he spits is, ah!
It got sucked back in.
My mouth was open.
Open your mouth.
I was so
Holla.
like you understand.
your face.
There's been times in cars with this nigga that he almost killed us because he was on some bullshit.
Me?
Yes, you.
When?
With eyes closed, laughing, not.
Oh, yeah. It was
like-
very dangerous.
And I told him like, Teddy, if you don't stop, I'm gonna pull your steering wheel and kill both of us. At the time, Teddy was like, all right, because you know I was dead ass.
It wasn't that he was dead ass serious. It's more that like I was so tired and I got to the point of like sleepiness that I was delirious and couldn't stop laughing, and so my cheeks were covering my eyes, couldn't fucking see shit anyways, and I didn't have the strength to be able to correct the car's direction if he pulled the fucking steering wheel.
Yeah.
We were going to die. So like, all right, I guess if we have to live, I'll stop making jokes.
I've chosen life over laughter one too many times. He said the phrase "live, laugh, love." Like, well, that's bullshit.
I don't like that.
Taken away from me.
So, what's the next question you have for Marcus?
The next question, Marcus, you went to the gym for a period of time, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. Periods of time,
Yeah.
right?
Multiple
Do you remember
multiple
whenever
times.
we decided to go to LA Fitness and we were in the locker room?
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, locker room. It's like a murder mystery, like fucking.
What are you doing?
In the locker room with the wrench.
The
like.
reason why he said that is because these are memories that he's kept buried away. I'm reopening them. He's repressed a lot
So
of
this
things.
is a therapy session, is
It's
what
not
you're
really.
saying.
I just want to torture him.
Okay.
He doesn't come on the show enough, so we have
We're
to.
gonna segue back into the snake soon, but we have to get
Yeah,
past
you
this
did.
part first.
Oh, it's
So
like,
we are going to talk about a specific snake, a trouser snake, because this old ass man was in the fucking gym and came out of the sauna into the locker room. Marcus's locker just happened to be right next to this man's
Right.
locker, and he's full dick out, like inches away from Marcus's
Just
face,
swinging.
would not move.
what
Bro,
the
like
hell,
I was like,
bro?
I bent down to tie my shoe, look back up, dick in my face. Huh? It just in my way. I couldn't get to my
You
locker.
got a whole ass locker room and, you're
like,
butt ass naked.
He
Like,
didn't move. He didn't. There was no personal space at all. That was hilarious.
What was he doing?
He was getting dressed.
Yeah, I think he just got out the shower thing or whatever.
God damn.
but you can get
Dead ass,
dressed
like,
in the shower.
You understand? Type of people that we are, like idiots. You know this. We're all fucking stupid. Like Marcus is the type of person almost get us arrested because we were told to go home by the cops, so we were already going home. When we used to live in
Oh yeah, I have this thing where I don't like being told what to do.
When you're already fucking doing it?
Well, I'm already doing it.
And I was minding.
Now I don't want to do it.
We were minding
my own business. I wasn't part of the problem.
We had nothing to do with what was going on. There was cops and shit, and like we were headed in the direction of home, and like the cop. There's the cop on a horse and shit. That's the part I think was most disrespectful.
That's so annoying.
So this motherfucking sister turns around, was like, "Hey y'all, hurry up and get home." And like Marcus, like the minute he said that, I looked directly at Marcus because Marcus was already stopped. He's like,
I think I pulled a chair.
and like, I'm not fucking going. Like, I'm not going anywhere anymore. He went and
John Wayne.
he went and walked the other direction just to be a smart ass.
So I'm not ready to go home anymore.
Like, what the fuck? Are we supposed to be sprinting or something?
Yeah, like,
Right.
bro, like.
Not all of us have horses.
Not all of us live far. Right.
Check your privilege, cop.
You want to give me a fucking ride, bro?
It's like a 15-minute walk, if that. And because like we procrastinate, we wasn't in a hurry to do no shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did that, I was like, oh, don't do that. That's like one of the quickest ways to piss Marcus off. And knowing that's because I live to piss Marcus off. That's I love making Marcus upset. I booped Marcus on the nose with the straw one time. He almost had an aneurysm at a gas station. Love you, Marcus. One of my best people ever. But, Charlie.
He also likes to depend on Marcus when he can't do shit, like taking multiple tablets of acid and leaving his wallet in home.
You know what that is? Okay, so another thing. I've been there since Marcus first learned how to drive.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He had literally just got his license and shit. And like, Teddy's mom was like, "We need someone to drive the car," and like Marcus like, "I'll do it." I was like, "All right." It's like, I don't feel comfortable riding with anybody. Oh, I'm riding with Marcus. That's what I want to do. She's like, "Lucas, don't do this to me, man. Because if I die, it's my fault."
Right,
I was like, "Nah, bro, we good. Like, I trust you to get us to the destination safely." Whole time they're giving them a pep talk. Then when I was still dating Angel, my ex, this man helped me out, like do a surprise thing for her. Like I had him walk in with like bouquets of roses and shit, of flowers, and act like as I go in and pronounce her name wrong and shit like that, and just so like, to give her a surprise, like ask her on a date type shit. And we did that whole thing. As we were leaving, Marcus gets in the car, he turns the car, he puts the car in reverse, he puts the car back in park, and Lucas, who was that? And I'm like, what? He goes, just trust me. We almost died. I'm like, what happened? So it's always zany adventures with Marcus, man. I think that's why they give you so much shit because you're not around like that.
I feel that.
It's because we miss you, Marcus.
I feel that.
And they don't have another way of expressing that.
I express everybody this way.
Yeah, but we know
Marcus gave me a wonderful like phrasing. He bestowed like a wonderful phrase onto us one time whenever we were playing Battlefield, and he got into the boat.
I remember
and
this.
started. Do you drive boats? What do you do? Float
You drive it.
You
drive a boat?
Yeah. Let me drive the boat. Yeah.
I think it's helming the boat.
Helming the boat.
Captain.
You're captain. So he helms the boat, and he starts going to where the action is. He's like, it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion in the ocean. It's about to get hella fucking wavy. This man died immediately after that.
I think they blew up my boat.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, man. See,
That's why I can't wait for Battlefield to come back.
You gonna play some more Warzone with me?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be on tonight actually.
Oh, it looks like
I'll
we're
be
playing
on. I'll be
tonight.
on Warzone.
Like you are.
Let's play Warzone tonight.
You gonna stream it?
Yeah, sure.
It's gonna be fun.
I just got I don't remember
in on the
dude's name, but I
battlefield
bought
alone.
this skin for homie.
On the streets
One of
of
the black
Knockout
guys.
City.
It's like a black guy.
Left alone.
A mace?
Ghost?
There's
No, it's
that
not Ghost.
new skin for that lady that you were talking about, right?
Maxis.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
She's got like purple eyes and she's a ghost or some shit.
No, she's got a what's
You
that
can do
shit
it.
called? A wedding dress.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Just the
got-
bride one, yeah.
but it's got blood and shit on it.
I want to get that Rambo skin before
Don't.
what?
It's not worth it.
It's kind of
just
cool.
a random-
None of them are worth it.
I mean,
you
it's a
guys. They're just
skin.
skins.
No,
Yeah.
I mean like because okay, I don't know if it's better with the Rainbow skin, but the John McClane skin is trash.
It doesn't have any bearing on the game, though.
The audio, no, but they have different audio cues and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, and they say different things. Like they have different lines. It's just like
They need to make a Duke Nukem one that says the bubblegum line.
He doesn't even say yippee-ki-yay at all.
That doesn't make any sense.
Wait.
He should be saying yippee-ki-yay all
Rambo,
the time.
when they put Rambo in Mortal Kombat, do you know Sylvester Stallone personally went and did all his lines?
That's dope.
Because he's into shit like that. They couldn't get it for Arnold Schwarzenegger, but they definitely did it for Rambo. But yeah, no. And they did the same thing for RoboCop. He also came and recorded all of the lines too.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, like apparently it's just like, one, you can't even see the fucking skin. That's the worst part to me. I like the skin I got now, but I forget I have it all the time.
So what's the point? Then at that case, like, what's the point of the skin?
There's no point. It's just
they look neat. They just look pretty neat.
So you know what, man?
Cool.
Get Rambo.
I'm just saying, like, don't go into like he's not gonna have like specialized cues and shit. That's what I'm saying.
I'm looking for cues.
That's what they should have done.
It comes with a really cool finishing move, though.
Yeah. See, the finishing moves are cool. The one where you
That explosive arrow thing is cool. Yeah.
The combat bullshit.
Yeah.
Guess what? I like that kill streak.
Oh,
Are we doing it for Dansk or Rebirth Island? I think we have a better chance of Rebirth Island, to be honest.
That's because you like Rebirth Island.
I like Verdansk.
I'll play both of them. Like I like playing duos with you.
Chauncey's gonna be in freaking Knockout City, just chilling.
He can be in our party chat though.
Fuck that.
Well, no, not a Marcus playing.
He's like, fuck
You can
all
be in our
of
party
you
chat.
first.
No,
Yeah.
Marcus plays on PC.
Oh,
Y'all can make a Discord.
I have Discord.
but they don't have it on PlayStation.
Not yet, but it's supposed to be coming to it.
Well, Sony,
Sony's
Sony, if
thinking
you're
about
listening,
buying-
please come on, man.
I can tell you, if I don't anything about anything in the world right now, Sony is not listening.
No, and neither is Square Enix.
Not
Fucking
yet,
bastards.
Not until I
Fucking Square.
Remaster Final Fantasy X,
I
you
lost faith in
cowards.
Square Enix
I'm
after
so
Final
salty.
Fantasy
15. Yeah, I remember how mad you were.
Oh,
Final
man.
Fantasy 15, I loved it. It was you didn't like
Gameplay
it?
No, I feel like I
liked how
waited
it was,
so
like,
long for that
open.
game. I waited so long for that game for it to just not be up to
Par.
Right.
par.
And
Yeah,
to be in parts like that.
yeah,
Wow, man.
Yeah, I
Square
liked
Enix
it.
fucked you over with that and Kingdom Hearts 3.
yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 too. Yeah,
Honestly, not skipping over
And-
cutscenes, I like Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, never mind. Square Enix didn't do Metal Gear Rising.
no, that's
Vengeance.
Konami.
Yeah, it is Konami.
And the worst part about that game was this fucking senator. I hated that fight.
You talking about Rising Revengeance?
Yes.
Oh, that fucking. I played college football.
It was like,
Thanks,
oh,
Sam.
so you can kick
Oh,
me
so
like
now
a
you can be the
football?
super soldier.
This nigga
College
had
football.
nano machines and shit in his body. It's like oh, state. I played state. Like this motherfucker, bro. And it happened to be the hardest fight in the whole goddamn. We say that for hardest fight because this is another game we beat in like a day.
I feel like Jetstream Sam was harder than that fight.
He was.
Jetstream Sam was a better
And that was
fight.
the best fight in the game.
Best fight,
Yeah.
best soundtrack, and all that other shit. But that, oh man, I hate that motherfucker senator.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know
So yeah,
anything
Final
about
Fantasy 15. I never played it. Watched him get mad at it a lot.
Really?
I beat it, but it's just like, all right. So
I beat
you know,
it too.
you know when you get to a certain point of the game where it just like shoots you through the rest of the story and you
Yeah.
can't go back. I was like, that was
Like
such a
chapter 7 or 13 or some
Yeah,
shit.
that was such bullshit to me. I was like, bro, there's so much content in between that we could have played. And
Yeah.
they released it as DLC, and I was just like, no, I'm not with that. I
You
waited
can always
10
go
years
back.
for this game.
Speaking of
you know?
DLC,
once you
Have-
complete it. Oh, go ahead.
have you seen any gameplay for Luffy shit? I mean, Yuffie shit? Hey, have you been avoiding playing the chapter yourself because you want to actually play it? I mean, I know you're gonna get it.
It's not on PS4.
I know
It's
you're gonna
only
get
on
it PS5.
PS5.
She was just.
I'm still crying. No.
Last time we hung out, she told me that, and that's the same exact thing after you had just said to me. That Chauncey feels the exact same way you do.
It's on PS5, so I can't do nothing about that right now.
Yeah.
So I'll play it eventually, of course, because, you know, whenever they do release part 2, I want to play, so.
Eventually.
I have a dream that one day PlayStation 4 players and PlayStation 5 players and Xbox One players.
Actually, so what was it? The one game that I think Rainbow Six is cross-platform.
Through everything.
Yeah, but that seems to be like a big trend that's going to be coming out with just a lot of games that they're going to be
They should do
cross-gen.
that
Like
now,
multiplayer games should
We're
be
at that
Also,
point. Yeah, we're at that
cross-gen
point,
and
yeah.
A
cross-platform.
big ass leak.
But
I don't know if anyone else knew about this. They're actually remastering Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and
What?
Twilight Princess for the Switch.
Switch?
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Did
like,
they already do that?
No, they did.
Are they still
Waker.
sold out with Switches?
Nah, it's not.
No, I
Wind
think
Waker,
they're back now.
It's the three other games that they wanted, like Ocarina of Time.
Definitely getting one.
But they did
The
Skyward
Mask
Sword.
of They did do.
They did
Skyward
Wind
Sword.
Waker. Oh, they did an HD.
Yeah, they're remaking it now. Yeah.
okay.
So
I like Wind Waker. So
that's a
Wind
leak.
Waker was
That's
the
a
only
leak.
one.
A lot of
Yeah.
people say that Wind Waker's like the best one.
I have never played a Legend of Zelda
That's what got
game.
me
Me
into
either.
the series was Wind Waker.
I main Ganondorf. and
It
stuff.
looks pretty cool though.
I've never played Legend of Zelda either, but I want to play Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild is
Yeah,
really good
the
too.
open world
Yeah.
type.
Yeah, because that I don't know, that one just seems a little bit more interesting than any of the others. I definitely don't want to play any
Well, I
of the
mean,
retro ones.
I was about to say because the retro ones are aged.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I don't know. A lot of retro games are harder. I feel
That is
like.
a fact.
So
Metal Gear
much
Solid
fucking
Like-
1.
harder, bruh.
I
Metal Gear
have
Solid 1
Mechanics
is
were so
hard as
much more
fuck.
stiff.
Minesweeper. That game was hard as fuck.
Minesweeper.
It's
Here goes that
Same
map.
with Frog.
That
Nigga,
math shit
Frogger?
again.
Bro, don't get me started on Frogger, bro.
Frogger was difficult. All you had
But
to
what
do
about the
was
PS1 Frogger games?
No. Hardest game ever. 3D pinball, space pinball and shit. Y'all play that
I
shit?
love
Yeah.
that shit. I play that shit all the time.
I used to play
I would
Sonic
play it.
Pinball.
I would
That
play
was
it
the
until I
shit,
got
but
sticky keys.
Sonic is difficult
from the
as fuck,
shift
too.
key.
Sonic is difficult. I'd get up to like
I'm like a
The
Donkey
casino
Kong
level?
bitch.
no past the
Like,
casino level. I'd get to the level where he's like running through this cave.
I feel like Donkey Kong's
and
harder.
That shit is so
hard,
fucking
bro.
difficult.
I like Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Like that's one. Of
That
my
was one of my games I grew up
favorites.
with.
Oh,
Zombies
geez.
Ate My
So
Neighbors
good.
was my shit.
I never even heard
Bro,
of that.
I still have a Super Nintendo and a bunch of fucking games. If you guys ever want to play, so
We just had to go
we
to
can make
St.
like a little
Pete's.
game
Combat?
night. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
And I have Clay Fighter.
we can bring it over here.
and Street Fighter, and then I have Street Fighter 2. So that's a cool shit. But I will kick your ass at Street Fighter, but I spam Chun-Li, so I'm just throwing that out there.
Not me.
I don't know.
Not me.
I'm trash at Street Fighter, so
I'm also
I'm
trash.
trash at Mortal Kombat. I'm so bad.
I'm bad
like,
at that too.
I'm trash at fighting games,
Yeah.
except for Dead or Alive.
I'm decent in fighters.
I can't relate.
I used to be good at Soul Calibur, but
Soul Calibur.
That's a big
Here's
used
the
to be.
thing. Here's a big thing because I'm at a point now where I'm playing games like looking to play them in the competitive aspect, and I had like going back and looking at learning all about these moves and mechanics of the game that I didn't even know about as a kid. It's just like I thought I was good at this game. I was probably really trash at this game.
yeah, for
I could
sure.
how I
just
felt,
beat
too.
the
I'm like,
friends around me. Like
Yeah.
that was been like because Naruto, me and him can play Naruto, and that's gonna be to the wire every fucking time. But I remember I used to play that shit with other people and feel the same way. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
used to be the best at all of that stuff. Out of all my like friends and family and stuff would come over. I would Dragon Ball Z shitting on everybody. Naruto, I'm shitting on everybody. I just had the fastest fingers in the West,
You fight
the
me.
East,
It has not.
but the West of the world.
You need to fight me.
No,
can't fight me though. Like,
Right, can't beat me.
You can't. You know,
I really.
Goo goo.
this is some fight,
nah, I
bro.
told him about this shit. So,
Oh my god, those anime groups.
The most common thing I hear is about me when I come playing fighting games is Chauncey thinks he thinks in Dragon Ball that I wait to just play with Goku at the end. He goes, "How come you don't play Goku earlier?" Because it seems like you don't start doing shit until you're playing with Goku.
He doesn't, bro. He doesn't. The whole match speed.
The other two
turns-
characters are literally just there to die.
Literally, bro. Literally,
That's how the
that's
show
all
goes,
that they're
That's
That is how the
character
show
development. Like,
every time, bro. Get
He's
Super
just
Saiyan
reenacting the
Goku
show.
out there, though, bro. I feel like his game pace just changes every fucking time. I'm like,
he's sitting up straight.
Yeah, he just-
like,
right, exactly. Sitting up straight. Oh, I'm like, oh, so where the fuck was this with the other two characters that died hopelessly?
It's because that's his last character, and now he knows he has to play for real.
that's what it is. It's desperation.
It's like
It's
the
not
first-
the character.
It's not desperation. It's just like I think I'm a slow starter. That's what I think it
okay.
is, personally.
You gotta start slow.
Nah,
He's just learning to do his moves.
it's meter building.
He's sacrificing people to learn the other person's
Downloadable
moves.
content.
It's meter build. That's all it is. I'm just building meter up to fuck you guys up. Because you guys see the shit that I do. I showed you guys like me playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's the same shit with him. Like, you think I wait for the fucking comeback, Marcus? He just likes me. I swear to God, I don't. It's not because it happened. Now I can't unthink that whenever I play by the way. I hear Chauncey in my ear now every time. I'm like, God damn it, bro.
I'm like, yep.
Because he never says shit. Chauncey will watch me play and be quiet, but he literally is like, "Do you just wait to play with Goku?" Because like, I feel like you do all your work with Goku. It's like I have my favorite characters and I
I
have
was
my best
doing this
characters.
the other day, bro. He was playing with the collector. I'm like, You ain't never played with the collector. When you start playing with the collector? Today.
I feel like I don't know enough characters in Mortal Kombat. I gotta know more, man.
Literally
plays
know
with
like
Shang Tsung or Shao Kahn next. Fucking wins the fight. I'm like,
I found out that I have over 1,800 games with Shang Tsung. I just found that out the other day. I was like, oh damn, I've really been fucking playing this game. I'll play anybody. I don't give a fuck. But there's just characters in the game I don't like. Like I don't play Scorpion. I don't play Sub-Zero.
You don't like Sub-Zero?
Hell no. Fuck
Why
that
not?
nigga. No,
I mean,
you play it in a casual stance. You play it in a casual stance.
Oh, okay.
I play it in a lot different. Fuck that nigga.
What about him though?
I feel like Sub-Zero's an easier character to use.
Sub-Zero's brain dead. That's the fucking problem. Sub-Zero has a very simple gameplay when it comes to playing the game. He's good at mix-up. You know, making you either block high or low, overhead or low and shit. And his mix, it's... There's no talent involved in it. It's just the stupidest shit ever. And playing online is super toxic because you have niggas doing that shit and the whole time calling you coon. Because that happens. I got called a knick-knock the other day.
Bro.
I don't even know what that means.
It's basically trying to say I'm a, spear chucker, porch monkey, moonshine bandit.
I imagined it being something like that.
A moonshine bandit. That's a new one.
Oh my god.
I also meant moonlight, but
Okay.
moonshine bandit is a lot better.
I don't think that Moonshine Bandit fits.
How you know?
I mean, it could,
Yeah, the dirty coons.
but I feel like it's different people, different stereotypes.
No, man, the moonshine bandit means people are stealing the moonshine. Who you think was stealing
Well,
moonshine?
I mean, the moonshiners would steal moonshine from each other.
You can't trust black people with people's things and taffy. Two things you just need to know about the world.
I don't know.
They're gonna eat that taffy. They're gonna take that moonshine.
This just went far right, way too fast.
Only black person.
We're
he's
gonna
a-
kick Lucas off right now.
Yeah, we're muting his mic.
Mic 3 check.
Oh, sheesh.
To come back to the fucking bullshit like versus things, like can they beat Goku like anime shit? Somebody said All Might versus Captain America.
All Might is obliterating Captain America.
Obliterating. Like, why would you even do this?
Captain
Like, matter
America
of
is
fact-
just like a super soldier.
You don't even need.
Right.
You don't.
He's
No.
the peak
With
of
a
the
nice
game.
ass.
He's just
Here's the
really
thing.
fucking strong.
They
Right.
say he's
He's
America's
human
ass.
potential.
America's
That's
ass.
all
That's all. The peaks. America's ass.
I can't look at it.
But no, because they're saying like All Might in his prime. I'm like, you don't need All Might in his prime to
It
keep
doesn't
the
even need the
fucking beat
prime.
Captain
To be honest, we
America.
don't
All Might.
know All Might in
You-
the front.
They have a basic reference that they use. It's
I
the
know.
Nomu punches and shit.
Yeah.
Back in my prime, it would have taken me 5. It's like,
Right.
honestly though, like as
my
brolic
God.
as this nigga is, I don't doubt it. But Captain America is getting fucking annihilated. Thanos is getting his ass beat by All Might, if we're being completely honest.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that
I
one.
don't
I don't
know.
know.
What do
That
you
would
mean?
Be a tough fight.
Nah.
Because it took all of them to
That'd be
take
a
down
tough
Thanos.
No, it really
Like,
didn't. Like in the sense of like when they came to actually doing damage to him, it was a different Thanos. The Thanos, like Thanos' biggest character flaw is that he underestimates everybody. He always allowed like
He's a god complex.
in the actual Infinity Gauntlet storyline. What he did was like, he's the reason that he lost that fight because he sets himself up for failure because he doesn't think that he should succeed. It's one of the things that they never really touch on with Thanos. That Thanos doesn't take people serious enough. But when he fought fucking Hulk, people, he beat the shit out of Hulk, so he could probably be All Might. I don't know. Hulk ain't creating fucking tornadoes with the punch.
Right.
He ain't changing the weather.
He is grabbing the world and
The
putting that
world
bitch
maker
back
Hulk,
together.
yeah.
Putting that bitch
Right.
back together.
But that wasn't World Breaker Hard. First of
I
all,
know.
the one fight we saw, Hulk got pieced the fuck up.
So I was actually thinking about that yesterday of like a better way of using Hulk whenever they had him in game, and because we never got to see Hulk and Thanos fight again. But like I feel like we all wanted that,
Yeah.
like just that rematch. And I thought it would be really dope if Hulk was still getting pieced up by Thanos, because I'm saying this is like Smart Hulk now, Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
And then he calls down the Hulkbuster suit, and the Hulkbuster suit goes on top of Hulk, and then all that strength combined. I thought that would just be pretty dope.
With Hulk, yeah. I mean, there's different. I think that that'd be a good way to do it.
Nah, Hulk Buster suit comes down and helps him fight.
Like,
So, Hulk on Hulk
like
crime.
a stand. Has this nigga like a stand. Just,
Right.
He can't. Don't let him close his fist. All right. I got this. This nigga gonna take off all his armor.
On autopilot.
Because I'm saying,
Right.
Thanos is getting pieced up by All Might because he's gonna underestimate All Might. That's why.
Yeah.
He's not gonna take All Might seriously the first time he sees him. All Might's gonna beat his ass.
Especially he comes up looking like a rubber band first. Like,
All Might fucked up. My favorite scene in My Hero will always be is like, maybe he's gonna take it easy on us.
Hell no, bro. Hell no, bro. He beat the fuck out of them kids, bro.
No
fight
hesitation,
your
bro.
kids.
Bro. No hesitation. I think that
Put that on the show.
Have you guys seen Loki yet?
Him doing that
No.
will fight your kids.
Did you watch Loki yet?
No, I haven't.
You guys have got to watch Loki. I think Loki's gonna be a real good show.
Yeah.
Loki's
Really?
good so far, but
A jolly good show.
I don't think anything
The first
like
episode was
jaw-dropping
decent.
happened yet.
I mean, the first episode was funny as fuck.
It's more world building in that first
It
episode.
was funny as fuck. Dude's like, what's a fish?
But first of all,
What the fish?
you just
He was like,
disrespect.
what's a fish?
No. So Loki goes to like this like office worker in the TVA, and he's like, I need you to help me. If you don't, I'll gut you like a fish. And he's like, what's a fish? He's like, do you guys don't have fish here?
I just want to know what I'm being threatened by is death.
Pain.
And then like later you see him in the episode. He's like, there was this dude and he threatened me with a fish, whatever that is. So it's
I think the
pretty
fucking the fact that the Infinity Stones don't mean shit no more is OD.
It makes sense though. They shouldn't mean anything.
They don't.
Yeah,
work
no, I
outside
love
of
that.
their
I love that.
respective
I'm saying, like, I
universes.
love how they actually address that and shit. All your niggas died for nothing.
They didn't die for nothing. They worked in their universe.
Right.
But I did see that going around Twitter. Like, all these people died for nothing? No.
That's not what happened, guys.
Yeah, so you have to watch Loki. It's real good. Tom Hiddleston is funny as fuck.
Tom Hiddleston.
So is Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
He's
was
in
also
there?
hilarious,
Like,
though.
I don't know. There's been movies even I wasn't fond of him in. I liked him in this.
Marley and Me.
was he in Marley and Me?
He was.
He was.
But that
He
movie's
was me.
not meant to be comedy. It's
Yeah.
heartfelt. It's gut-wrenching.
I want to
Sad.
rewatch Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, no.
The one with Ben Stiller.
I don't care for Ben Stiller.
I don't like Ben Stiller either. No.
He's not bad in Tropic Thunder.
He's not bad in Tropic Thunder,
He's
but
not-
that's because he has
Well,
a
watch
better
it for-
supporting cast.
He does. Everybody else.
Everybody else is making Ben Stiller better.
Is that the Blue Steel guy or whatever?
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
Zoolander.
okay, yeah.
He was in Dodgeball.
I didn't even see Dodgeball.
He was
I
in a
haven't
lot of
watched
movies.
movies like that. I need to.
You've never
but,
seen
like,
Dodgeball?
Yeah, it's not
You don't know
vegetarian.
about the hurricane?
There's something about Mary?
It's not vegetarian. That's
Meet
what
the
I said.
Fockers?
Nope, I ain't fucking heard of that.
Meet the Parents?
Meet the parents? Meet the Fockers? What?
What the fuck did you do in the Midwest?
I worked because I was poor.
First of all,
that was it.
Jesus.
did you work on the farm?
No, I worked
you
at
shuck
Taco
corn?
Bell.
At 7
I
years
had
old?
shucked corn before, and it was fucking terrible.
It's not a fun thing. Thank you. I
was
hate
in the,
that shit.
It was in the middle of the fucking summer, and like I'm very pale. I have like a tan right now. Like I'm very fucking pale, and I did not wear sunscreen. I did not wear
Her skin
long
tone is
sleeves.
bioluminescent.
Literally, I was in the pool yesterday, and I was like fucking glowing. I was like, oh, the beacons are lit.
Now all of China knows.
Knows you're here.
We have a White Walker in our president.
Bro. But I was like, I went there, and you're supposed to wear long sleeves, and I didn't understand why you needed to wear long sleeves. So I went there. I was in a tank top, without my sunscreen, because I thought I was, stronger than God at that point. And fucking, I went in there, and I was like cut up, bro, because like when you go,
Oh, you've
and,
been
like,
bulking? You've been, you know what I'm saying, shredding?
Yeah.
Clanging and banging? Fuck up.
Clanging and banging.
Yeah,
See
nah.
these guns?
but
They literally get free labor out of you. Let's be 1,000% honest.
They really do.
They get free. Cause they can be like,
Free
you can go to these shits and do it, but it's basically you don't get shit except
You don't get paid for real.
You can take the
like,
corn
You get a
and-
water.
Oh,
like,
the shucking. Shuck
Yeah.
and jive.
Yeah, when you go, and it's called detasseling. You go and like take the corn off of the stalks and shit, and then you take like a basket to the thing. Like you don't actually like.
Pull them and everything.
That's how it
Yeah.
crashed.
Stop it.
All the corn shucking. Yeah, it made the stock market crash.
You're right.
Stock market.
The stalk.
This is why you need to be in a room where there's no oxygen, so you can't say anything out loud. They dead ass would get free labor out. That's why I don't want to go apple picking.
No.
I'm sorry, baby. If you want to go apple picking, you got to go by yourself because you're not about to get free labor out of me for 6 apples.
Unless it's like a pick your own berries kind of thing.
No, I don't want to do that shit.
Berries are so it's dope because then you can pick the
You go there and pick the berries you want.
It's free labor, and all I get is the food I just made.
No, but they don't charge you as much as they would if they were to go and do it.
Yeah, because then you're not paying for the labor.
You are the labor. That's the fucking problem.
That's okay.
Listen.
I don't mind foraging for my food.
I'm sure you don't. But
Oh,
probably
sure.
that melanated man over there probably cares about the
I understand that.
I like apples. I'll be damned if I'm picking them.
We're not picking them anywhere in Florida. Let's be real.
They have apple orchids here.
There's no apples here, right?
They have apple
I haven't
orchids
seen
here.
them. Where?
What?
They have
Ornery or
they-
horny?
I let this up as a potential date.
Take your pick.
We got orange groves.
Definitely got oranges.
Orange.
If we are the citrus state, we better. You know what I'm saying?
I had one of the
Fucking
most
better.
fucking Floridian thoughts pass through my mind the other day whenever I was driving to drop off permits and shit like that.
You had a
'Cause I was-
Floridian thought?
Yeah, because I was driving down and it was like an area that I
that
knew whenever
Nebraska?
I was younger, and I was
That's
like,
where the thoughts are.
I was just like, wow, this used to be orange groves. Guys, let me get there and I'll fucking get there.
Well, fuck it, so.
Not so good when that shoe's on the other foot, huh?
It did always used to be orange
Marcus.
groves, though.
Right.
Marcos.
Bears Grove.
Yeah, Strawberry, Sweetfields Farm. They dead ass have farm that you can go do.
Is that in north?
Strawberry.
That's got to be quite north.
Hey,
I
it's
feel
still
like.
in Florida, guys.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying because it is not the proper climate down here for those.
I think it's perfect.
Where'd you get your bonsai tree from, Marcus? I've been meaning to ask you.
It's dead bonsai
Well, your
tree.
dead tree that used to be alive.
Rest in peace, Bond.
I got it from the Renaissance Festival. Yeah.
Two things you didn't think would mix.
There's a bonsai place over off of 301.
Is
There's one across from the Big Top too.
That's the one off of 301.
Also, rest
Oh
in
yeah,
peace.
because 301's right
Yeah,
there.
it's
Yeah,
long
technically,
fuck,
so
yeah.
yeah, it is off the
Rip
301.
Rip Big Top.
He's not wrong.
This happens all the time. I say
I'm still-
something and they're like, no. And I'm
People-
like, yeah. And I'm
okay.
like,
I don't want to say this is the woke part of the podcast, but people are so quick to sit there and say, pandemic this, pandemic that. We're out of a pandemic. We ain't out of shit.
No, hell no.
No.
Until Walmart goes back to being 24 hours, we are still in a pandemic.
We went to Waffle House the other day. They're not letting people sit down at the
No,
Waffle
you-
House.
it's just- it's takeout.
only,
It's because
man.
it's Waffle
I
House.
went to a Waffle House and I definitely sat down.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just ours, but
Were you in St.
We
Pete?
are in St. Pete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in St.
Remember,
Pete.
I mean, you got to be careful over there in St.
We
Pete.
don't get no plastic straws and no Waffle House.
St. Pete is
Like,
a lot nicer than I ever thought.
it's
St.
very
Pete is
nice.
pretty nice.
It's where people go to retire. That's why it looks like that.
Everybody goes
There's a lot of-
everywhere in Florida to retire.
Not about everywhere. No one's like, I can't wait to go retire in middle of Sefner, Florida and shit.
Go retire.
No,
100%.
Yeah, the people.
Oh, 100%. People
I'm saying,
they buy
The
property
people-
and then chicken, and then they're like, I'm a farmer now. Like,
Right.
even though they're from fucking New York.
Or like,
Right.
or like the
Well, there
fact
are
that,
chicken
like,
farmers in
Tampa's
New
already
York.
filled up, so they have to go to the
you know what I
outskirts
mean?
of
New
Tampa.
York City.
it's not, the people aren't coming to Sefner to retire, is what I was saying.
The people that are retired in Sefner have lived in Sefner.
Yeah, that's what I'm
their
saying.
whole lives.
They were born in
Born and raised
Born and raised.
in Seth,
at the Keyman.
Bred and fed.
where they got one Walmart.
I proposed to my girlfriend at Armwood High School's football game. 1999 homecoming game.
That's a
what I
real
did.
story. That's a true story. that's based on true events.
It's on
For a lot of people. A
Yeah.
lot of people.
I would
we just
simply
lost
say
the Plant
no.
High School.
No, it was the homecoming game. No, it was homecoming game. So we
It's usually against Plant.
no, the homecoming game was against Tech
Oh my gosh.
Bless you.
because it's a tune-up game. That's why you're supposed to beat the shit out of the team you play against for your homecoming
Oh,
game.
okay, I got you.
So we got Tech.
So who does Tech get for their homecoming?
I don't know, Plant City.
All right,
They probably get King.
They get Blake.
Blake.
Yeah. It's a guaranteed win.
Yeah, their music.
But you're losing against their band.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was going with that.
They're banned as
The
fuck.
Battle of the Bands used to be fucking fire. bro.
I played in one of Blake's Battle at the Bands.
How'd you do?
I was drowned out by everybody else. That was really good.
Wasn't your group?
I was in middle school.
Carry the Broken.
That was like 7th grade. No, that was in high school. That was an actual band.
Yeah, no, he was in percussion.
Yeah, I was. I played snare in the.
You should have played the kazoo.
I should have
Honestly.
played. Honestly, I was really good at clarinet. So
That'd be hard to carry around. That shit was probably taller than the triangle. Just fucking go hard.
That Chinese instrument.
Oh, the shaman song?
No, man, it's a glong glong. It's a
Cling clong clong.
No,
All right,
what I'm saying.
we're gonna get canceled.
wait, this is it.
Nah, those are the
Those
sounds.
are the sounds the instruments make.
If we were gonna
A didgeridoo does sound like.
Yeah,
It really does.
yeah, for sure.
That's what a didgeridoo sounds.
I wish your didgeridoo didn't. Calm down, bitch. Calm it down. Hey, he's spitting. Yo.
coming out on stage with a didgeridoo, like that'd be fucking insane.
America's Got Talent ain't got shit.
Nobody expects that.
Bro.
That's a complete mental fuck on everybody.
Yeah,
Like I assume the didgeridoo is hard to play.
you just gotta have a lot of air.
Blow
I
into the
feel like you
stick.
gotta have a lot of air, yeah.
Same thing with bagpipes. You gotta have so much air.
No, there's air in the bag.
You gotta provide that
So
air though.
sometimes don't
The
they
bag
have, like,
ain't
the
breathing
accordion
itself.
thing? Like,
I fucking
like
hate
on
the
the
accordion.
bags?
I don't
like,
think there's an accordion on the back. No,
Oh.
No,
you
it's
just
like
squeeze the bag.
it's like a series.
Oh,
It's like a series of flutes.
There's like fucking.
right.
Yeah, it is like a series of flutes. There's just
Bagpipes
a
are
whole
sick.
bag out.
True. I've never seen one up close. I've
I
just
hate
seen them
it
on
either.
TV. Like,
I really
high
don't
key.
like accordion.
Accordion.
You don't like the folded piano?
No,
That's not cool for you?
no.
Why
It
not?
just
I hate
You
accordion.
don't fuck all Italian people.
It's fuck polka music for the most part. That's really what it is.
damn. What's wrong with polka music?
I don't like the accordion. Doesn't sound like an inspired instrument to me.
It sounds like a synth.
Like
Sounds
every
Star Wars.
but
every time I've ever heard the accordion on a song, it sounds like a mistake. It doesn't sound like it's supposed to be there. You don't get me wrong. There's songs I like that play the accordion, but for the most part, it's just like
It's not
This-
because of the accordion.
right. This is just like you're just playing the accordion because you didn't know how to rock the harp. That's
Those, I feel like those
Those
don't
are so
correlate.
different.
I think that they do.
accordion
so-
is keys though.
The
Do you think the harp is easy to play?
Hell no.
keys though, like
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. It's completely
You took the key alternative because you can't play the string from the string
and-
variant.
Okay.
So I want to go ahead and touch on this. So like the Pokemon evolution of an accordion starts out with an accordion all the way at the end. It's like that's the Charizard form of it, but it starts with a kazoo and then a harmonica and then an accordion.
And then a harp. The mega evolution.
I don't know.
don't-
What?
I get what
I
you
feel
said.
like
Because
an organ
Because
would be the
at the-
mega evolution.
At the
Because
end
if
of
you
the day, pianos are string instruments. So even though I don't think an accordion is, it still has the keys. It's the idea is kind of there.
Yeah, basically, like he's basically.
Accordion's not it's considered.
So wouldn't the harp be the progenitor of the piano? If that's the case, like it
Yeah.
wouldn't be the
Yeah,
final
because
one.
you're right. Because you're the hammers basically.
It's the mature form. Basically, is what it comes into. It's like,
All I'm saying is if you can
It's
play
like
a
you're
harp,
taking the
that's
training
dope.
wheels
yeah,
off.
but you can't so I prefer the harp over the accordion. But like I just never liked the
You
accordion.
gotta be
as an
strong as
instrument.
fuck to hold those things up. Like,
Hold what?
why? Like the heart?
No,
you
it's
have
on
to
a
have
stand.
it on your shoulder.
They
Yeah.
stand on their own.
I thought
Alright,
it went up
that's
to
what
your
I thought.
shoulder, like
I
while
thought
you're
they
doing
stand-
it.
but-
But why they stand on their own?
I thought they definitely.
I thought it
leaned
went on the
against
shoulder.
They do lean against
That's just a
shoulders.
comfort
You have
thing.
to balance them.
But that's what I'm
I'm
saying. Like
Googling
that's
it.
still
I
like
thought you leaned
That's
up
still
against it in
manual.
it comfortably.
no, that's like manual
thought it was
labor and
holding me.
shit, bro.
Right.
Like,
Thought I was hugging the harp.
I mean, I understand that it's on the ground. I'm just saying, I feel like it's on you too. Like,
I
what
feel
you're
that,
doing.
yes, but I thought it stood on its own. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Was the harp not?
Not all of us googling the picture of the harp. Like somebody.
Right.
Okay, so apparently, wait,
There's different types.
There's different types of harps, huh?
Apparently,
there are different types.
You do
yes.
have the handheld harps,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too, but
like
that's
the
not on here.
cherubs usually carry.
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna fuck around and all learn how to play the harp. Look at it, because it's like all it is like a harp for beginners. How to play the harp? Like it's like
it stands on its own. You sit in a chair next to it.
Yeah, I thought so.
I could just want to lean up against you.
These things are big.
Maybe that's like a Mandela effect like thing.
No, you're just listen. Hot take on the Mandela effect.
Here it goes. Here fucking goes.
We're literally just remembering things wrong. The Mandela effect doesn't exist. You're just remembering something wrong.
They named it.
What he's saying.
They just gave a name to some remembering things the wrong way.
You said hot take, and I was expecting more.
That's cold.
That's a cold take.
That's a lukewarm take.
That's a mildly
You microwaved the fuck out of that statement. The plate is hot, but the soup was cold.
All right, well, I guess then.
Glad we all agree.
I was gonna say that the Mandela effect is just different timelines of reality.
That's what they claim.
Each other.
That's what they claim that it is, but that's not.
Like that shit, like that.
But that also explains like vampires and Wendigos and Winnebagos.
Well,
No, that's just different points in our current timeline.
So how is it different than the thing that happens when you think about everyone else? Like you think this has happened before, the Dijon mustard thing?
What are you talking about? Dijon mustard never existed?
There's no such thing as Dijon.
No, it's like you've
You're talking
experienced.
about that dude, that actor. That's not his name.
No, that's Dijmon Hansao. That's bad.
No, man, he talking about that girl from the Proud Family. No, that's Dijon.
Yeah, Dijon. No, I'm talking about we've been here before.
That's
Deja vu.
Dijon Vu.
You talking about that dude that's like Craig in Friday?
That's Debo.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of theories on like deja vu, but I don't know if anybody's ever been like, yeah, this is exactly what is happening.
It's like top 3 Beyonce songs.
What are the other ones?
I don't like her like that. So to me, it's Mine, Soldier, and Deja Vu.
Soldier.
Upgrade You also, but I don't like her. No, Sweet Dreams.
These are top 3. This is 5 songs.
It's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's
'cause
top
He said
5.
he
I don't-
wasn't
out
good
of
at math.
5.
I don't like more than 5.
These are my top
Because
Beyonce
he doesn't
songs.
have like the.
This is exactly how he found out he was a Justin Bieber fan.
I hate Beyonce.
I like Baby.
I hate Beyonce.
Just
First of all,
starts listening to
that hasn't happened. I did find out with him that I was a Justin Bieber fan.
He's like, Justin Bieber ain't that bad. He's got like,
No.
I like this song and I like this song.
No.
And this
So first fuck of
The
all,
yummy
Just
song.
Bieber's fantastic
Fire.
energy, guys.
no, hear me out, because we were playing YouTube, like we were just listening to songs on YouTube and shit, and I had played Somebody to Love, and Marcus is like, you listen to Justin Bieber? And I'm like, it's just this song. I like Somebody to Love, and One More Time, and Baby. Justin Bieber's a phenomenal artist.
He can even do a kickflip.
It's like they done. That's like you just found out you like Justin Bieber. No,
His dreads look trash.
his dreads look
Does he
exactly
have
how they're
dreads now?
supposed to look for
French
for a
fingers?
white person.
White people dreads are great.
I've seen better white people.
Yeah,
dreads.
same.
I have too, but
So they
Yo,
don't
they're
look exactly how
I'm not saying that's not a hairstyle.
They
white
just
people
look
should
rough,
utilize it.
real rough.
It looks bad.
It's not a good
and it's
hairstyle.
cultural appropriation. So, but
I don't care. I was like,
I mean,
you
it
can
just
get dreads
looks
at
bad.
once, like you know what I'm saying.
I'd be more impressed if he had a booster
Yeah,
head.
they look nasty. They look nasty.
Right.
They look good.
Exactly.
They look good.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly. That's just really how I
they
feel
usually
about it.
smell like on
Have you
white
guys
people
seen the
like
fucking-
that.
I mean, if they're not
So,
cleaning them, yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
They do not look good.
Yeah,
Right.
They have
They look like they smell.
They're selling a swim cap that makes corn that
I
emulates
saw that.
cornrows.
Is it cornrows or just waves?
It's cornrows.
What?
But like
Wait,
it has
what?
like
yeah,
wide
some of the
gaps too.
swimmers,
Like
Yeah.
they're using that, like those
they look bald headed.
whatever the hell,
They look-
acrobatic swimmers or whatever.
Swimmers.
Swimmers, yes.
Wait,
Swimmers, they look like
Acrobat. Oh, okay. Like you talking about the synchronized swimming?
synchronized
Yes.
swimming.
That's what. Uh-huh.
So the cap makes
Aquabrat.
cornrows, or
It's like
No,
there's
it's
cornrows.
cornrows.
It's kind of like the Rastafarian hat. They're already there.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, and but it's like that's a lot of things going on right now. It's like, why are they doing this again? Like, you guys, this is only cool for y'all to do it. For us, it's unprofessional.
All right.
right.
It's a lot of bullshit, man.
Looks
Race.
horrible.
Man, it's still not cool. Like
looks
it looks
horrible.
so bad.
I don't like that shit, man.
I had cornrows once.
Are gold teeth considered cultural appropriation?
I don't
Or am I
think
good?
so,
No, I
because
don't
like,
think
they've been
cool.
using it
Because,
in
like,
dentistry for a long time.
Pirates have had gold teeth for years.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because actually,
You want grills?
no, the way grills started out was from black culture.
Yeah.
So you talk about now? I think it's cool. Paul Wall revolutionized.
Paul Wall made it okay for
His
white
mouth
people.
looked something like a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Or a disco ball. Sorry, Paul Wall, my
I ain't
bad.
upset, but I'll blind you for smile at you. Lil Wayne had to know what he was saying, bro.
I feel like it could be different, like if you have a gold tooth because you medically need it, and then like.
I feel like there's
grills,
other
but,
alternatives
like,
than gold, though.
Yeah.
Like, gold is just
I
hubris.
think that what you have to have gold teeth because you medically need it.
Like, so whenever you get a cap on your tooth, like you can like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
There we
so,
go.
like,
Throw
you
away your
could-
teeth if you got good teeth.
Yeah, so you get a root canal. They give you a
What if you were
cap,
just missing a tooth? You would
you
install
know.
a gold one.
That's fair. You're missing.
I'll
a
get
tooth.
that
like
too.
an implant or something. Yeah, but
I probably
mean, like,
wouldn't get it gold though. I'd probably get
I'm
something
not
different.
fucking black. I can't tell. Like, I don't know how
Stacey
you
has
guys
always been
feel.
an
You know what I
ally. She
mean
has
about
always
like
been an
grills.
ally.
But I mean, I feel like,
100% an ally because she apologized to you, Lucas.
oh my god,
She has black friends.
I haven't said
I hate you.
She's quick to call him on this shit. I wasn't going to mention that, but that is a funny thing.
All white
I
people
forgot
in this
about
room
that.
are allies.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
I was about to say one of us is kind of
No.
one of us is kind of out there.
So back to the regular scheduled entertainment. How are we all doing, guys? How awkward does this room feel right now?
I don't feel awkward at all.
I'm not talking to you. You're not the conversation right now. Jesus.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's on fire, but everything's fine.
Everything's burning over everybody, but everything's good, Chip. Everything's good. Just back to you.
The hurricane blew my umbrella away.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
So snakes.
All right, what do you guys want to know about
How
them?
has the snakes been going? They've been fucking?
Yeah, they have been fucking.
Did we die?
Wow.
Okay, let's jump
Oh my
right into
god,
that.
the fucking elephant in the room.
Okay,
Like,
when I asked him about his snakes last time, that's the first thing he fucking
it was
told me.
Mambo.
Yeah, so
Hey, Mambo.
Some,
Dale on the way, Mambo.
sometimes, just like
It was more like Mambo number 5 because we called him number 5.
we named them
So,
number
like-
5. Yeah,
Oh, the one that I named?
yeah.
Yeah. He
Rip.
passed away. He was the one that we were
You
going
should
to
have
keep.
started with that. I'm sad.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But sometimes, just like in the wild, natural selection, survival of the fittest, they just don't survive. And that's kind of what happened. He just never
wouldn't
thrived.
eat.
Nothing. He
I thought
ate
survival
maybe
was-
one meal.
Never mind. I thought survival of the fittest came from the wild. Just like the wild. Yeah.
It's. I'm just saying that in captivity, there is a lot that you still have to take
They
into
have a
consideration
higher-
that they are originally wild animals.
It's not like Alex.
It's
the
gonna
lion,
be
man.
just like with everything else. Like
Right,
there,
there's a
there is
chance that-
sometimes you're gonna lose animals, and it sucks, but it's part of it. But he just never thrived. He never took his own food. Like I
You had to
would.
like force feed him, right?
Yeah.
Sort of like force feed. Like you would get
Assist
the
feeding.
the prey item into their mouth, and then he would swallow it. But he even stopped doing that. Like
He
it
was
just
spitting it out.
Did you guys ever stop to
there was
ask him
nothing
what
we
was
could
wrong?
do. I asked him a few times actually, and he just never responded.
Like 3
Just kind of
times. Like,
blanked.
Okay,
Just
how
kind of
did-
blankly
something
looked
else,
at me.
like-
How did you say it?
What is wrong with you?
What you
You
should've
dumb
tried to-
bitch.
what do I need to do to make things
You
better?
didn't try parcel tongue, none of that shit.
No,
You did just.
I should have just
Stretch your tongue
showed him
out.
Harry Potter. I should've just-
You okay? But no, the
I
other
didn't
snakes are
make it
good.
feel
though.
the other
Yeah.
ones are good. We have 2 of the babies left.
They're getting fat.
They're eating like crazy. They're getting big, and then we have 2 females that are gravid right now.
Gravid means pregnant, which means that they have eggs inside of them.
Yeah, which they're.
It's just the term they
currently,
use for reptiles.
Yeah.
I think it's
But-
weird that they have a different word for it.
I'm not sure if it's just reptiles, or if it's like all egg bearers, but
Yeah.
It's like, does it apply for? I said penguins.
no, because I'm pretty sure like tarantulas also use,
Platypuses.
like bugs also use gravid. I don't know. I think it's an egg thing.
Like the way they lay the eggs or cultivate all the eggs.
No,
at
just the
once.
fact that they just lay, like they reproduce
type of
from
pregnant.
eggs.
The internally reproduce eggs, as
Right.
opposed to the opposite way, like the
Right.
ones that they do, like in like the sea and shit.
Right.
I don't think fish are called gravid, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't
Because
know much
some
about
fish do lay eggs and some fish are live birth. Just like some snakes give like live birth, but they also like the
Eggs are internal.
the snake develops inside of an egg inside of the mother,
but they're called
and then they hatch
ovoviviparous.
inside and then lay the eggs or the snakes out. And they call that a litter instead of a clutch. A clutch would be eggs, and a litter is live young.
Right.
I think they need a different name for it for snakes.
Why?
I don't know
Because you associate a litter with like cats or dogs.
No, I don't say mammals and shit. It just doesn't feel like it fits them.
Benefits.
Clutch was good. I think clutch better.
Yeah, makes sense when it's eggs though. But if it's live, then
What's a group of snakes called? A problem. There you go, Mike.
a group of snakes would only happen if it was like mating. So they'd be.
I see
a
anaconda.
A mating
I know
ball.
that shit.
I don't think that anacondas have mating balls.
But in that movie, but in the second movie, they
in the
did.
movie, they totally did. Yeah, but
That was the extent of my snake knowledge.
those movies are very harmful on the reptile keeping hobby.
I don't. I never grew up. Like, I was never scared of snakes. Like, I really am only scared of spiders. I don't mind snakes at all, and it's just looking at them and how they do their shit is completely different.
Yeah.
And it's just like you can't. Like people, you should never trust a snake no matter what. It's like, is that true?
No, it's not at all.
I'm talking about
You
the
can
people
see
like,
their body language.
because you know the people that
It's actually pretty easy to read.
that would lay like that story, the girl who lay with the boa constrictor.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
It's like you guys are like. There's so many more harmful material coming out about how they are for real,
Right.
that it makes it difficult.
Exactly.
So are you spreading awareness?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime that I can, I spread awareness, and I try to provide knowledge as much as possible too. Instead of, because you know how some people are, they're just like really rude about it. It's like, no, that's not how it is. You're blah, blah, blah.
You're
being
a
an
fucking
asshole.
moron.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, unless like, because sometimes you gotta go there. You
Depends on the
gotta.
person you're talking to.
You gotta be you gotta be a little more blunt with some people, but I try to
Educate, not belittle.
as much as possible instead of belittling. Yeah, because most people don't know. Most people are taught that snakes are bad, snakes are evil, snakes are out just to hurt you, and it's just not the case. It's just not the case at all, Teddy.
Yeah, he's a
No,
fan.
I actually don't think that they're like
The only
bad or
good
evil
snake is
or
a dead
anything like
snake,
that.
right?
No,
All the good snakes are dead snakes.
I just don't care for them.
Yeah, that's
You know,
that's
I don't
fine.
think they
Valid.
like they're in my
reptile thing.
They are.
I mean,
reptiles.
yes, because they're reptiles, but like,
Like no, like are you scared? You're not scared of them.
I'm not
Like
afraid of them,
lizards
but
or-
I don't like
That's
them.
what I mean. Like that's what I
But
was
they're in my tier list of like
What about a turtle?
animals that no, I don't like them.
It's like I'm not.
No,
I don't blame him.
amphibians, no nothing
I don't
like
blame
that.
him. I've been bit by a turtle. Fuck turtles.
Turtle's got a good bite on him
I
too.
have like a tier list of like animals that are okay in my book to just let them keep living on about their life. Like I'm not gonna fucking freak out or anything like that. But certain ones I'm just like, absolutely no, you need to die.
Do you think it has anything to do with like he's a fur fan? You know what I mean? Like anything with fur he loves, but anything without fur he's not fucking with.
Crazy.
How do you feel about naked mole rats?
Don't really.
They
care for
look
them.
like penises. Have you ever seen a naked mole rat for real? It looks like an uncircumcised penis. I thought it was a joke
with
until I saw
legs.
it.
That's
I
terrible.
learned a lot about them.
They're also technically they just don't age.
Really?
The
Yeah.
mortal.
Right, they don't.
The,
Right.
Isn't that a
The
lobster too?
yeah,
Yeah.
lobsters, jellyfish.
Unless,
there's
like,
actually
acted
quite a few
on.
things.
All the more.
But naked mole rats, the way that they actually, we talked about this in one of our older podcasts.
I said nigga.
is,
Yeah, me too.
Not nigga. I'm like that evil mole rat.
But the only way that they really die is if they get eaten. But say if there's like a snake or like a badger or some shit like that that's like trying to go into their hole to eat them, what they do is they literally sacrifice themselves and build a fucking wall of other naked mole rats, and then they just die and hold that wall while they
is
can
like-
cover it up.
Ancient Greece.
Protect the head.
They also, whenever they
so
give
sweet.
birth, or they only have one queen that gives birth, they
Dang, they're
lay
like ants.
they lay
I was
on
about to
top
say
of
they're-
each other.
Ant mammals.
They yes, I mean yeah, they burrow on the ground.
Are they
you know,
like?
they make
How's their
nests.
vision?
terrible.
Right,
Can't
Nick
see
and
shit.
Mora is just
They kind of just seem like
Horrible.
not really shadows because it's dark down there.
Kind of like moles.
They see in shadows, but it's dark underground.
See the shadow of the shadow.
If they were
Space
looking,
echolocation.
if they were looking at things in daylight, they wouldn't
would
be
see
seen
mainly
as
shadows,
yeah.
Okay.
shadows and like colors, shapes.
They're like me when I'm high as fuck.
Yeah. With your glasses off.
Brought up an interesting thing there about the snakes. What the fuck did you say?
I guess we got the
But,
crocodile. I don't know what the
people think they're evil, but they're not.
Somewhere
we could
along
go
those
into-
lines. If you
was it-
stop talking and let me think about it for a second, I can come up with the thought myself, Mike.
Just trying to jog your memory. Fuck.
Nope, don't need you to help me, Johnny, because I'm trying to think about your statement in mine, and it's not what happened.
Shut up and think about your statement.
You brought up, like you said, it's easy to tell. Like,
Oh, you can
the
read
snakes-
their body language.
Right.
Yeah.
If they don't speak
Right.
English, you have to be able to.
So if they're straight, they're conservative.
Your snakes are all curled up.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think
pride
I've
month.
ever seen. Yeah, I don't
All
think
right.
I've ever seen my snakes straight.
So
they're always
no, they're normally in a curve, like
because they're
they're
called ball pythons for
They-
a reason.
exactly. They're
Yeah.
really reclusive, but there are
They ball up.
there are things that snakes do that will let you know what kind of mood they're in, if you could call it a mood.
Per se, yeah.
It's really easy to see what like a food response is. Like if you're opening up an enclosure and your snake is picking its head up, looking you square in the face,
Flicking a lot.
lifting. Anytime that a snake lifts off of the ground and is looking at you, like targeted, it more than likely, if you stick your hand in, you're gonna get bitten. You
What's
have
the-
to you
what's the
have
term for
to
that?
curb that. It's a feeding response.
Okay.
It's not a sign of aggression. It's not like the snake is like, oh, I'm gonna get that guy. It's
like
just hungry.
Yeah, he's
It's
hungry
like,
motherfucker right now.
and
He's
a
like,
lot
you
of the times,
usually open this up to feed me,
Right.
So
there's
now-
a good chance that you're providing me food. So
And I'm
like,
hungry
bitch,
right
I'm
now.
ready. Like,
So-
Because
I'm hungry.
the
So
snake
what-
might be a little bit more laid back if it's already eaten.
that and you can take it clean out of that, like that feeding mode. You can take it out of that just by like tapping it,
Touching that.
moving it.
not
Don't
flicking.
thump it. Don't thump it. You just have to
You can use a hook.
well, we have they're
we
called
have some
snake
bigger
hooks. It's just a long stick with a hook on the end. You just kind of tap them with it, maybe move their head
Let them know that
away so that they know that you're not dropping food in and you're coming in to get them. And they'll normally go from that postured up, like ready to fucking strike, to like a more
docile type.
calm, like moving away kind of thing.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
like,
like turn
"Man, why
away
are
and
you
start
here?"
moving. Exactly. You'll start to see slower tongue flicks. Like you'll
thinking.
whenever it's in that striking mode, there'll be like sharp, fast tongue flicks. He's like getting the scent of what he's targeting and like locking in. But you can knock that, like you can change that attitude
Alter it.
just by manipulating the snake in a way to make it realize that you're not dropping food in there. But it's really easy to see if a snake is going to strike or if it's not going to strike.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
It's like something you can see one time and be like, oh, that's what I'm looking for, Whenever
Type of response.
whenever they go into a thinking mode, you'll know because they've stopped glaring at you. They're not like doing fast tongue flicks. It doesn't look like they're
Aggressive.
out to kill.
Right.
And you're never going to come across an aggressive snake because snakes do not act in aggression. That's not how their brains work. They're
Unless
just
they're a
trying to
cobra.
defend themselves.
Right.
King cobras still, even then, are just trying to defend themselves. But
I've heard
they
it.
will also defend they are one of the
they're
only snakes
nesting.
that will like nest to like give birth or lay eggs or whatever. I'm not sure if they lay eggs or
What it is, but
I'm
You're
not
supposed
sure.
to know this. This is your area.
I'm pretty sure that
I don't come to your public more.
I'm pretty sure that they lay eggs, but I'm not like 100% confident. But they will protect that, and they will charge you and like
Yeah, most venomous snakes
But there's
are
a
actually
very-
calm snakes.
yeah, for the most part, most snakes are.
Like the red, I saw the story about a red-bellied black
red
snake.
belly black snake.
And it's only aggressive. Like, it won't bite you unless you touch it, for the most part. Like, it's severe molestation is what they described in the thing.
Yeah, for the
It responds only to that, other than, like, and it was in, like, this kid's basket. And they were playing with, like, it was like a little Easter basket, and they're playing in the basket and shit, and the snake is this fat ass large snake's in this fucking basket.
That's crazy.
And the only reason they didn't get bit is because they never touched the snake.
That's
Because he's just chilling. He just minding his own business. He ain't trying to do nothing. And he's not fatal, but he is venomous.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between venomous and poisonous, right?
Poisonous normally has to be ingested or absorbed, and venomous has to be injected.
Yeah, and that snake is venomous.
Right.
Yeah, but
there is a poisonous snake, and it is venomous, but it doesn't have like fangs. It has these like modified teeth at the back of its jaw that deliver venom.
Is it?
But it's called it's a tiger keelback. They live in Southeast Asia, I'm pretty sure.
Is that whole story about like the?
But it's because of what they eat. They eat dart frogs and stuff, and they like store that toxin.
And it's its own defense mechanism.
Right.
How come you got no snakes like that, man?
Damn.
You have to have license.
It's so hard to get the cool shit.
You have to have licensing for venomous reptiles.
So what type of snake? Your snakes are not venomous.
No, they are constrictors. Right.
Right. They strangle.
They're ball pythons.
The bite doesn't.
They got that grip.
The bite hurt.
I just recently got bitten by the first snake that I bought, and he's He's like 3 years old now, and it doesn't. It bruised.
It hurt
But
more
it
in
didn't.
here because of the trust.
No, it wasn't. I completely fucked up. I was feeding them, and I didn't know where my tongs were. I feed them with tongs and a frozen, like a thawed out rat. So I dangled the rat in there, but I didn't have my tongs this time, so I was using my fingers.
Like a jackass.
And this idiot missed. Big
Dumbass.
time.
I don't think you're allowed to call him the idiot in this scenario.
He grabbed my thumb and tried to wrap me up, or my finger and tried to wrap me up and everything. I was like, damn, son.
The rat is right here, bro. Like,
Nah, this man's hungry as fuck. He has
got-
free
How did you get him off? Did you thump him then?
No, you kind of grab them at their jaw, like a neck, and they'll let go
you can
most of
also
the time.
like put them underwater.
But you have to be really.
You're waterboarding the snakes?
Yeah, that is actually a good way to get a snake
you don't
that
do
has
it.
had a
That's
fever.
like last resort. That's last resort.
People use all kinds of stuff.
resort.
They'll use like vodka,
fucking
like
great.
alcohol, something that tastes really bad, and like spray it on their mouth, and they'll let go and look all
Do it with
crazy.
mayonnaise.
Get a damn
Mayonnaise, they probably would hate that, yeah.
Mayonnaise tastes good though.
Terrible.
But yeah, it doesn't.
Go get a
The
damn
snake
paper
might not
towel
like
and a
it.
cup of water.
Like that.
With ball pythons, it's not that bad because their teeth aren't very big.
A little itty bitty light bulb swinging back and forth.
Ball pythons have like 2 rows though, right?
They have two sets of teeth on so they have 4 rows of teeth on the top.
So what got you into doing this?
I've always loved animals in general,
Yes.
but reptiles have always like been a special thing to me, and I've always wanted to I don't know, like everybody, just do something that you really love to make a living, you know? So I initially was I still kind of want to go to school and get like degrees in biology and stuff, but that's such a far way off. That's 6-year goals and stuff like that.
Be like in the Amazon rainforest by yourself, just looking at snakes.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
we already talked about this
Discovery.
earlier. There is no rainforest.
Yeah, it's
No,
just like Nevada.
Amazon Fresh Market.
In the Amazon
Amazon
Nevada.
Amazon Nevada, yeah. But
on Trader Joe's.
I just
Viva Los Angeles.
I've always wanted to work with animals, and I never thought that I was going to breed snakes. I never thought that was going to be a thing. But I bought one, and then I bought another one,
Are they They're not self-sufficient. man.
and then I bought another one, and I was like, hey, I think it would be pretty cool because I started watching people on YouTube, and they were doing it, and I was like, this looks awesome, and it's something that I've always kind of wanted to do.
You know, I wish I could go back in time and tell myself, yo, go into zoology. That way you can be a bear handler.
Right.
I feel like That would be hilarious.
You just want to stare death in the face.
I wish, like, as
what
a
I meant.
guidance or guidance counselors never really gave you options. You know,
Because they fucking were out the door. They didn't give a fuck.
they didn't. Like,
did
I
not
wish
care,
somebody
bro.
could have like told me like, yo, you could be a bear handler, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so like, how do I do? What courses do I need for that? Like, I know I failed like algebra 1 4 times, but like,
Yeah.
do I need math to
That
help
was,
bears?
that was an engagement thing.
Now
That's what
that you like bears like that and you wanted to be a bear.
he like
Oh,
bears.
you
as
mean
well.
you mean the big guy
It
nicknamed
is
Teddy?
Pride Month.
Right.
Bears are dope, though.
It could be a name
by
that you-
fighting a bear. Like,
Shit,
Not
if you
fighting
didn't
a
know him
bear.
like that, like I
Handling.
know.
Handling a
The
bear.
guidance counselor's job is supposed to know you like that.
Right, they're supposed to ask me those
Oh no,
questions.
the guidance
I don't even think I
counselors are
ever
just
saw my guidance counselor.
Yeah, no, I never had one.
yeah.
To be
I-
honest,
you-
like I
you
know I
have
had one, I just don't think I ever saw them.
I remember
What the fuck
all
was
of
I
my
supposed to
guidance
talk to you
counselors. All my favorite guidance counselors. 2 of my favorite people in the world are guidance counselors.
No, I never.
Miss Mabry, who taught me.
Guidance counselor.
She taught me the she's the one who taught me the expression there's only gonna be 2 hits, me hitting you and you hitting the ground. Like she's the one who said
That's funny.
Damn, your guidance. Your,
she said that to a football player. She's
oh, I was
like,
about to say, your guidance counselor said he's about to beat you up.
she's not because like the person's like, what's up, Miss Mabry? Said, hey, it'll be 2 hits, me hitting you and you hitting the ground. She's like 60 years old, bro. She was amazing.
Damn.
And then Miss Harmon was my guidance counselor at Onward.
Was she violent too?
No, she was a dumbass.
Oh,
She's the one who told me I wouldn't be able to graduate in time.
Oh, she was your favorite?
Yeah, because she was funny.
That was one of her best jokes.
I didn't take it seriously. I didn't need no
no.
guidance in that way. I'm not a troubled youth. What the fuck I look like?
But see, no, I think that's where like people get that wrong. Like she could have guided me into being a bear handler.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
could
I
have.
mean, like,
Like we didn't talk about career
Instead of saying
options.
you suck.
She leveled with me though. He's like, look.
Let's be real.
Are you going to college, Lucas? I'm like, I don't want to go, to be 1,000% honest with you. Because like, at that point, my mentality was just go to the military. That's all I wanted to do was go to the military. And I couldn't go. So I was like, fuck. I guess I'll do this instead. But like, you hear about story about guys that are like, they bought me my first instrument. Our guidance counselors ain't do shit like that.
Yeah, no.
the horny manatee in his youth jumped out of a 3-story window and damaged
Are you
his leg.
calling me a manatee because I'm fat?
Oh.
I got it from Teddy, so talk.
No.
What does it mean that his immediate reaction is to...
Oh,
He's not wrong. He did get it from me.
That's exactly where I got it from.
It's because you keep having sex in bodies of water.
In Indian rivers.
I couldn't be a dolphin or an otter. I had to be a
No.
manatee.
Those rape.
those
Not all the
do
time.
rape.
Not all the time.
They have rape caverns.
But
That's
it's not.
too.
They don't have rape parties. It's not a constant thing.
But that's
No,
two.
they drag
Is
people
your
down
dick
into rape
prehensile?
caverns.
That's 2 different animals that rape.
Right. Is that something you want to be synonymous with?
I don't want to be
think we need to
synonymous
have
with
a-
animals and having sex. That's your thing.
I don't know.
didn't
I
say
just
you
know
were an
how they
animal
have
having
sex.
sex.
You know the most about animal penises.
I
didn't
do,
know-
and I want to start my own David Attenborough.
But about animal penises?
Yeah, about not animals.
Speaking of which, snakes having 2 penises.
Yeah, they're called hemipenes.
Gimme pee.
Well,
Yeah.
I know. I've seen a snake penis in an anime called Killing Bites.
Was it 2 of them?
Yeah, the nigga had 2 dicks and they got cut off.
That would be
Both of them?
probably detrimental
Yeah.
to the snake's health.
He fucking
honest.
freaked the fuck out because he tried to scare a honey badger.
Yeah.
Whose mistake was that?
Don't fuck with honey badgers, bro.
Leave the honey badger the fuck alone because that bitch will fuck you up.
That is
That's
one
the
of the.
true king of the jungle.
Exactly.
This is the true king
Right,
of the
fight.
jungle.
That's
They'll
my,
fight. They'll
They
fight female lions.
Right.
Give me a Animorph reboot, and that's one of the main animals is a honey badger and shit.
OP.
You'll never see Beast Boy turn into a honey badger. He'll take brawn and shit. Give him a honey badger, he gonna fuck some shit.
She chooses some weird options.
I miss animals. I think that they should reboot that. All the things they're rebooting. Animal.
Do you remember the show?
I don't want the show. I know what they did was trash. I'm saying now I want them to do it.
The book?
Yeah, the
Or,
book.
like,
I read
you
the
want
book.
them to do a show.
I want them to do a show.
I feel like a lot of book to
You trying to be quiet over
TV
there?
media adaptations don't really go that well.
Yeah, I mean, but this is also something.
There's a select few that hit it.
I think that this would be
man.
something that they could actually do better. They just, like, that's why, like, just
The ASMR.
whatever effort they put out could not be
They
worse.
probably
than
fuck
what
it up.
If they did it animated, I feel like it'd be kind of cool. Live action, nah. But an animated.
Live action because I feel like they wouldn't have the budget to be able to pull off the
It'd be
anamorphation.
really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm like.
I think that Underworld did it pretty cool. with the
Man,
werewolf.
I think that's one of
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
werewolf transformations.
Because it was kind of hardcore.
That one and the movie
They even like went internal and looked at the bones, like reconstructing it.
Yeah.
Hard.
Benicio del Toro.
It looked
Think
like
so.
it hurt.
It did look like it hurt.
The nigga, the wolves, the werewolves from fucking Van Helsing looked painful as shit.
Right.
I did not see it.
Oh boy, like he was hurt.
Like, ouch.
A lot of people get this wrong, but they talk about like the werewolves from Twilight. Those are not
shapeshifters.
werewolves.
Those are lichens.
Those are
Shape-
skinwalkers.
Oh, skinwalkers.
Yeah, they're skinwalkers.
That's why.
A lot of people just call them werewolves, but they're not.
They're not werewolves. Wow.
So they can turn into anything?
No,
Are they basically druids?
skinwalkers turn into big giant dogs, like big giant wolves. Is pretty much. Well, there have been like.
Or are they giant wolves
some,
that turn into humans?
No.
They're humans that turn into wolves?
It's Native American mythology.
Okay.
There have been reports
that makes
of like
a lot of sense.
not really reports, but stories of like them turning into bears as well.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's
That's where we
mainly
get
like
Brother Bear from.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That makes a lot of
Where we
sense.
get Brother
It's
Bear
not.
from.
What?
They're my least
where we get
favorite.
Brother Bear from.
I don't like
not
the
what we get.
vampires
Oh.
in that story.
And that-
terrible. I hate
speaking
that
of shows,
entire story.
Speaking of
They
shows,
got that new He-Man trailer looks lit as fuck.
I have not seen it.
Hey man,
I saw the trailer. Yes.
I think it looks good.
Is it live action or is it anime?
Anime.
Oh, it is anime.
Yeah,
okay,
animated.
okay.
Mark Hamill's doing Skeletor.
As long as Kevin Sorbo doesn't have anything to do with it.
I feel like you're making more noise trying not to make any.
Yep.
Stacy wanted to eat some chips real quick.
Yeah, so if you heard crunching,
I heard crunching and somebody bringing out some aluminum foil to
Clanging
heat
and
up their
banging
meth.
and crunching and munching.
I feel like nah, but I didn't like the vampires, and I also don't like the vampires in Buffy the
I'll share
Vampire
if you guys
Slayer.
want some.
I don't like the way the
Never watched
I don't like the way the vampires look.
Never watched it.
no, me either.
Sweet, the spicy, chili spicy.
I watched
Really a vampire fan.
Those are the
Fright
best
Night?
I'm
Doritos.
not really either.
Yeah.
Vampires are cool. Like I realized that zombie apocalypse is just depressing as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
there's no. I don't want to deal with that at all.
I really liked the True Blood vampires.
I didn't.
Just 'cause
I
they
think
were
they did.
hot.
I think they did a good job on vampiring in True Blood.
I wanted to see that show, or I
mean,
I've recently
don't
been
get me
thinking about
wrong.
watching that show.
The way like the mythos, because I recently reread.
Yeah, they were hot.
I read
all of them.
Midnight Sun for it's basically Twilight through Edward's perspective, and I do think it was dope how they turned them into like predators. It is it's like they look attractive to attract their mates and shit. Like it was like they took a scientific approach to it. The glitter shit just fucked me up. I really wasn't a fan of that, but it's
That's
like
odd.
like the venom in their mouths to make them all the way that they are. Like that's why they're so mesmerizing. It's such a hard urge to them. It's not just like, oh my god, I need blood or I'm thirsty, I need to eat. It's literally like a primal urge. I thought that was cool, but I still feel like these motherfuckers are basically marble. Like whenever they got
Chiseled.
they get tam up, they turn into like marble and shit, and then you have like burn the body and shit. But
Right.
if you didn't burn the head, they didn't die. Like man, fuck that. I'm not fucking with that
I
vampire.
think my favorite iteration of a vampire is from Interview with the Vampire.
Conversely, that's my least because I absolutely hate Tom Cruise as a goddamn. I hate him as Lestat.
What about
Can't
the
say I
little
remember
vampire?
that movie.
The little vampire.
That's probably my favorite iteration of a vampire. Jonathan Lipnicki.
Yeah.
Whistle, I'll be right there.
His whistle is so bad at first. Like, dude, it's so trash.
Because he was basically a vegan vampire because he wasn't eating human blood. He was just
just
he was just
cows.
snacking on cows, and then like they go into like the farmer goes into the house and there's cows hanging up from the fucking rafters because they're vampires.
Yeah, because they've just been like.
Lil Nicky was great. Lil Vampire was great. Lil Nicky was trash.
There's another like hidden fucking like vampire movie that I don't know what the fuck it is. It
The
came out
Lost
like
Boys?
a long time ago. No.
Oh.
It's not really like that serious or anything like that. But
Pretty
it's about this
unmad.
dude who ends up becoming a vampire, but he goes and gets like pig's blood from the farmer's market and starts drinking off that because pigs, have, like the most closest like skin texture to humans. I don't know why that translates to blood for some reason.
Easy to
But
consume.
he does that instead. But it goes through the whole like vampire mythos. Like he has like the mesmerizing effect on women. Like he's
I think there's more to that pig thing than like just skin texture though, because
is
they
it?
like use pig hearts and stuff and like
They
transplants
can,
and shit.
yeah.
So I think there's more to it than just like
We share a lot of DNA with them, apparently.
We share a lot. We share 99.9% of our DNA with mice.
That's so wild.
That is so wild.
They're so smart too.
My best friend is a vampire.
No, it's not that one.
Pig blood vampire.
My
I
gym
don't
partner
think
is
so.
a monkey.
No, that
Monkey.
just
Monkey.
came out last year.
Oh,
Guys,
okay,
don't forget
so-
Ebola Rex is coming out, and we gotta watch that movie.
Ebola Rex.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's about a Ebola breakout at like a Jurassic Park world.
Oh, so it's like Sharknado.
Is it Daybreakers?
No, it's not Daybreakers.
Daybreakers
That is
is
also
a-
really good with
yeah,
Ethan
Daybreakers
Hawke. Like
is
that.
good.
That one's really cool because that one's based in a society of vampires. They only they go to work at night. They have like fucking office jobs and shit like that. And then during the day, there are like the humans are seen as the monsters because they're
Blood
trying to like
Night?
break in. I don't know.
Is it blood vessels that just came out this shit?
Don't know.
That's also about
But-
a movie about a guy who was a vampire that turned into a human.
He did end up turning
'cause
into a human.
That car crash where he got hit he got hit with the sun.
It was the flash of sunlight.
Yeah,
That's
then
how
he
they
got
ended up.
submerged into the water.
Yeah.
And then he became a human.
Yeah, but the other movie that I'm talking about, he's like a high schooler as well. So they go through like fucking I want to get laid and shit like that, and he ends up like tricking this fucking chick into like dating him.
Dang.
But he's also like super strong. I don't know why he doesn't end up dying in the sunlight though. They didn't really explain that.
He's Blade.
Facts.
That's vampire.
He was the
series.
first
Boy, is it?
Blade.
I don't even know if Blade,
Blade
was
was
considered. Shit. I only like the second and third. I hate the first Blade movie.
I don't like the.
I
third
don't like
one.
the animation.
I
of the
don't.
first one.
I
Blade.
like
don't know.
the third Blade movie because of like all the elements that try to come together. But like, I don't like Dracula's design. I don't like the fucking Pomeranian that has the bullshit like.
Pomeranians are such fucking cute dogs, dude.
Being not in fucking Blade, they're
Pomers
not.
Love them. Ugh, so perfect.
They're not in Blade though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they don't fucking like.
When you guys fucking said Blade, and I know we were already talking about vampires and stuff like that, but like when you said Blade, I thought about like the 1990s movie, like with that kid that was in a rollerblade. Brink, that's what the
Yeah.
fuck it is. Yeah, that's all I could think about. Like,
Brink is a good ass movie.
oh my gosh, I feel like if we watched it now, it'd be trash. But like,
That's why I haven't.
pretty
like,
much.
It's not. It holds.
Really?
It's yeah.
That's
I,
why I
I
haven't-
think it's still really good.
Like Free Willy.
I haven't seen that movie in so fucking.
That's why I haven't rewatched Don't Look Under the Bed yet.
really, you don't want to be disappointed.
Boy, that movie is
Trash.
so bad.
With the Boogeyman movie?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Boogeyman
Oh,
movie.
it's bad. I seen it like last year. It's awful.
You know what I found out recently with all these allegations going on with Drake Bell about what he did with this girl?
Oh,
I forgot that he was in the Fairly Odd Parents live action movie.
Oh,
I didn't even
he
know there
played,
was a-
Timothy.
He played Timmy Turner. And Danielle
was
Monáe,
one. Oh my god.
Tori's sister in Victorious, she played Trixie Tang.
So what happened?
That's so dumb that they would do that.
What happened with Drake?
Allegations.
Yeah, there's allegations that he was I don't know if he's
abusing.
yeah, basically like he put a child in a troublesome situation type shit. They're basically trying to allude to the fact that he's a
A toucher.
pedophile. You know, but they haven't really.
Let's just
They
drop it
haven't
right
really
in.
went
Fuck
into all of the
it.
details about
What's
everything.
worse than a rapist? A child.
Boom, a child. That's a meme for Vine.
I thought it was a baby joke. Remember that used to be a strain of comedy, dead baby jokes.
Dead baby jokes, yeah.
Oh my God,
It was
or
dark time.
Like
Real
the
dark
fucking
time.
Dead Puppies song.
Yes.
Dead Puppies.
Oh, you like the dead baby jokes?
Dead baby jokes were great.
There was this guy. His name was like Nick something.
How did we grow up with
That
shit like
baby
that?
joke about the alligator in Disney?
What?
That shit.
What?
Hit, man.
How are we?
It's
how
probably
did we
true
grow up
story.
with the shit that we grew up with, and there's so much sensitivity these days? We watch South Park.
No, we're just understanding that it's not supposed to be like that.
Right,
It shouldn't
right.
have been funny. It was because of bias that should have been in place to begin with because of our... Never mind.
No, go on, Queen. Go on.
No, it's okay.
No, there's a lot of stuff. They recently showed I was on Twitter today and they showed a fucking clip of like Mickey Mouse dressing up and
the Nazi stuff.
not even Nazi.
Oh.
Okay.
He was a minstrel.
Yeah.
He had like wild ass hair. He was wearing a fucking potato sack bag.
Yep.
And then he took a firecracker, lit the firecracker in his mouth, and when it blew up, he had blackface on.
Yep.
It's really ironic if you think about it, because Mickey's face is already black. I don't know why he did that.
Why they had to do that much.
Yeah, man, it's like it's different humor from these days, bro. It's just like we've talked about cancel culture a lot on here.
Yeah.
But it's like accountability, man. Like some shit shouldn't be funny.
Right.
Yeah. There's a difference between cancel culture and.
There's no like I don't think cancel culture is a real thing anymore.
No, it's just accountability.
Holding people accountable for being
Cat
fucking
Williams
trashy.
said that shit. He's like, if you're limited by people, like if you can't tell jokes without offending somebody, and that's the only way you can make jokes, maybe this isn't the field for you.
Right.
It's
right.
rebranded consequences. Like that's what that is, bro. It's just consequences.
They're real. But on that note, guys, we got to wrap it up. So, you know, it's good having you on the show. Oh yeah, Knarly Charly. You want to shout out your Instagram and everything?
Yeah, gnarly_Charly for my
Knarly
normal
Reptiles.
Instagram, and my business for my reptiles is KnarlyReptiles with a K.
Also, Charlie has started streaming as well, and you can find him at Knarly Charly. Charlie spelled CHARLY.
On twitch.tv.
Gnarly is spelled with KNARLY.
That is
so
correct.
it's not spelled with a G.
Yes.
I forgot that it was actually supposed to be.
Yes,
spelled.
I forgot how that was
Hey,
spelled.
Gnarly, not
Weird.
yeah, because all words are made up, man.
It's not gnarly. It's Knarly.
It's Knarly. It's not
Like
good.
a knife.
Right? Yeah, it's a
Or
canary.
tonight.
We definitely thank you guys for being on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, gotta do this again sometime.
For sure.
All right, guys, closing it out, shutting it down. See you guys next week. Chauncey.
Teddy.
Marcus.
Lucas, this has been the most rated R podcast. We all forgot to do that this week.
Yes, we did.
Tampa Bay's most rated R podcast.
Number
You know,
one.
make sure to like, subscribe, and follow on any of your streaming, viewing preferences. You name it, we own it. You know, if you ever want to reach out to us and be on the podcast, reach out to us at sundaysneverfeltbetter@gmail.com.
Or play with me in Call of Duty because that's how we have the conversations.
Yes, that too.
Yeah,
guys.
Be easy.
And be easy.
Bye.